Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Purple Pill podcast. We have a special one here tonight. We have two lovely ladies versus two handsome gentlemen. Gonna battle it out. It's gonna be a battle of the sexes. Let's see who comes out on top. We're gonna start introductions, but before that, like the video on the way in, drop a comment, drop some questions, drop some super chats. We'd love to have them. Shout out to Sergio. He's gonna be active in the chat. Make sure you guys stay tuned for what's next. We got a lot coming up here in the next few weeks, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Who do we have here on our left? We got a special guest with us, but let me go ahead and introduce him first.
What's up, everybody? This is Bassett, aka Mr. Worldwide. Ready to grill his ladies.
Oh, man.
All right.
And Bassett's our recruiting director for Purple Pill Pod. He does a lot of the behind the scenes, the stuff that you guys don't see. He's been around for a year. So, Bassett, tell the people what it's been like for the last year, grinding it out in the back, doing the behind the scenes.
It's been a trip. It's been a whole roller coaster. As we have our ups and downs. We have successes and we have our losses. It's just how the game is. But it's been a journey nonetheless. It's been a blast being with the team.
What up, my boy?
With the team, having a work with a bunch of guys that are of the same mindset. Just go getters, focus on success. Things like that. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to our supporters, man. Y'all have been great, been awesome.
Shout out J Bo the vet. Let's start the show 100.
So
J Bo, appreciate you, bro. There you go, Bassett. So Bassett, how old are you, man?
24 years old. Old enough to be your daddy.
Let's go. So you're 24. You're the recruiting director for Purple Pill Pod. And what's one thing that's special about you, man? What's one thing people don't know about you?
One thing. I'm not a conceited person, so I won't say I'm special. I mean, I have a certain go-getter mindset.
You think people don't know that about you? Immediately, they don't know you got that go-getter mindset, but you got it.
Yeah. Just I'm able to see things from different minds, and kind of be able to put myself in the other person's shoes. Yeah.
That's huge.
Fuck you, Eric.
That's huge right there. Bassett is very special. Yeah, no, he's the boss. So we're going to introduce the ladies. My name is Johnny T, of course. I'll be filling in for today. We have
Anne.
Anne?
Yes.
And how old are you, Anne?
I'm 23.
23. And what is your occupation?
So currently I'm a dental hygienist. I clean teeth for a living.
Ooh,
but
I love it.
I'm striving to be a female barber. So I'm in school for that.
So you're a dental hygienist now. Why didn't you just go all in with that?
I should have, but I feel like growing up in an Hispanic household, you don't get the support from your original dreams, because I feel like sometimes parents want to live their dream through you. So they're like, no, school. Like, it's the only option, the only way out.
Isn't dentistry school, though?
Yeah, that's why I didn't fully commit or get to go into barbering. And that was what I wanted to do when I was 18.
You wanted a barber?
I wanted to be a barber, female barber.
So you're ended up doing dentistry, but you don't want to do that?
No, it doesn't bring me happiness. It's kind of like equal as nursing, I want to put it.
Hit the damn like button. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I'm like...
So why is it that barbering gives you more fulfillment than dental hygienist? I feel like that's a little better, no?
In terms of speaking, like, education-wise, yes, but I feel like I choose freedom. And when I say freedom, I of course mean it financially. But
if you owned your own dentistry business, wouldn't that be the most freedom?
But I don't see myself being a dentist. There's a difference between hygienist and dentist.
Okay, so like owning a business like that is what I'm saying. What if you were a business owner?
It doesn't bring me fulfillment or happiness.
Like, but barbering would.
Yes, I feel like I was introduced too early to the game, the dental field, so I just got burnt out real quick.
Oh, makes sense.
And as we speak, I don't want to hit 30 or 40, be sitting in a chair cleaning teeth. Nothing wrong with it. If that's your enjoyment, do you. But me, I don't see myself doing that long term.
But barbering, something about barbering. What about barbering makes it enjoyable for you?
You know, I've been asked this several times, and it's just, and I'll say the same thing. Sorry. It's the fact that you get to transform somebody. Like a man can come in looking homeless, like nothing to his name, but coming out looking like $1,000,000, literally. You know, like it's crazy the transformation from point A to point B, what, you know, a cut will do to a man.
Mhm.
You know,
So this is actually a curious question. Do you guys judge a man based on his haircut?
yes and no.
Yeah.
So if he had a fresh cut compared to him having like let's say 2 weeks without a cut, you think that that says something about him?
It's easier to judge because you would think like, oh, he's well put together. It's like a female. You know, you won't judge, you know, a dusty female, but you
Yeah.
notice it. You know,
Yeah.
you pick
Right.
up on it. It's kind of like that.
So what's a good haircut for you? What do you think's a good haircut?
Ooh, that's a red flag. I feel like I like tapers a lot.
Tapers.
Hmm.
Cool. What do you think's a good haircut?
I think long hair is sexy.
Long hair?
Yeah, I love long hair.
Do you like
Give it
dreads? Do you
votes.
like dreadheads?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I've never dated someone with dreads before. So,
There you go,
yeah.
fellas, dreads.
Ooh.
So let's move on. You are?
I am Violet Crawley.
Okay, and your age
I'm 25 years old.
and your occupation.
I'm currently in school to become a cosmetologist.
Cosmetologist.
You got straight fucking L's for these.
So I guess this could get interesting. You're a barber, trying to be a barber, or wanting to be a barber. You're a cosmetologist.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Female hair, men hair.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
So this is funny,
That's
but
interesting.
what about trannies? What about transgenders? What do you do then?
I mean, it's depending. I wouldn't be
A
opposed.
barber?
Yeah, like a client's a client,
Whatever
right?
they want.
Whatever you
Yeah,
want.
client is one.
But how do they know who to select? If they're trying to look like a dude or trying to look like a girl? That's it.
Flip a coin. and
That's
see
it?
Either or.
Yo,
They
That's
want to
it?
pay. They want to
Coins,
pay. If
crazy.
they want their dyed,
Yeah.
they got it.
Let's go.
This
So-
man said, "Make up your mind." Hate
That's
it when they do
hilarious.
that.
That's hilarious. All right, so we got that out of the way. Introductions. What questions do you have for us before we get started? Go. I'll let you go first.
What's your occupation? Because I didn't get to.
I'm
read
just a
it.
guy.
Okay.
What about you?
My questions are way too early on for this podcast.
You got some deep questions.
do
We'll
have
get
some
to it
deep
later. We'll get
questions,
to it
yeah.
later. All right, so we'll get it to right now. What's the main problem with the dating market? What's the main problem with what's going on, hookup culture, all this? What would you say? Go.
In what context, or what do you mean?
What comes to you first? When I ask you that question, what comes to you first? What's the problem? What's the number one challenge?
I feel like people don't know what they want, and if you want to be a 305, aka a hoe, then go
304.
304. See, that's I'm not a 304.
Yo.
This is crazy. They
Yeah,
don't know what they want. What do you mean by that?
essentially, like, you see more people playing around other people because you see somebody being serious about you, but you're not serious about them, knowing you're a 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take it, or you just continue to, play that.
Let me
What
take
does that
some
even
notes
mean?
here. And snitching on herself. All right.
The dating pool nowadays, it is honestly such a struggle. It's hard to find somebody that you think you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, because like you think you know somebody. And
Hey,
you
honey,
really
talk
don't.
into the mic, please.
You really don't know people like you think you do nowadays.
So there's a lot of fraudulence.
Yeah, 110%.
Talk to us about that.
Well, I honestly think it's so fucked up that people nowadays think it's okay to play around with other people's emotions like that. I think it's wrong. I think it's one of the most evil things that you can do to a person, because people get vulnerable around other people, especially in a loving, intimate setting. So when you do that to somebody, you're basically a monster in my eyes, to be honest.
What if you're not trying to do that, but it just happens? What if you don't intend to hurt people, but it just happens?
You need to make up for the mistakes you made then.
How do you make up for that?
Genuine conversations with the people that you fucked with,
Like really
like heart to heart. Like,
apologizing and understanding what you did.
yeah, like seeing, like, it's scary to have that conversation with somebody and like be like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Right.
Like I fucked up.
Everyone lacks accountability these days.
Yeah. Accountability is not something that a lot of people hold. And I feel like people need to own up to their shit. Because if they don't, then they're just being a coward.
That's a great point. So I want to ask, bouncing off that, what do you feel like women are not being accountable on today?
Today,
Women, I'll let you go.
I'm gonna take a sip of water first.
Yeah, take this sip. Take this sip.
Repeat the question, please.
Um,
What are women not taking into accountability nowadays?
right.
I guess their actions as well. I feel like
Mhm.
I don't mean to be biased, but it is, disagree to agree. I feel like it plays both parts.
I'm talking about women right now, okay? We got 2 women, we got 2 men. You're already talking about both parts, okay? Don't worry. I'm gonna let Bass talk about men and what men gotta do. But for you,
like for example, it could be cheating or treating somebody like shit, or
so how do women treat men like shit in relationships? Give me an example of what a woman might do.
the way you wouldn't want to be treated.
Are men and women the same?
But it goes to different contexts. We're talking about
Sure,
relationships.
sure. But I'm saying in a
you know?
relationship, are men and women the same? Do we want the same things? Do we want to be treated the same way?
In some cases,
Why do you say some and not all?
because there's some people who have different,
Majority of the time, most people,
have
regular
different
people.
goals, have different ambition,
All
just
right, I see
different.
what kind of show this is gonna be. Okay, let me strap in right here. Before we get into all that, Bassett.
Yeah.
Respond to these ladies.
So the last question you asked, that
What are women not being accountable on today? They said.
it just seems like we're like splitting fine hairs right now. Like we're not like settling at the concrete reason, that they're doing what they're doing. But we're gonna get deeper into it.
All right, Bassett.
Yeah,
Come
y'all-
on, bro. You gotta wake up, man. Come on.
Y'all gonna learn today.
All right, bro. So look, girls are not holding accountable on all things. I'll say for men, men are lazy as fuck. They're giving up. They're quitting on themselves. They're flexing shit they don't got. And the same way women wear makeup and do the Facetune stuff, men will flex shit that they don't really have. They'll flex cars they don't have. They'll flex money they don't have. I think it's all silly. I think if you got money, you're not going to show it because you put a target on your back. I think when you got money, you know that you got shit to lose. You can't have people fucking trying to stab you in the back to try to get your money. So you're smarter than that. So if you're flexing your money, most of the time you don't got it. That's just a key thing for you guys out there.
You're not trying to prove yourself because you already know it.
You know it inside yourself.
Exactly.
So given that, what do you think women need to improve on? What do you think women need to improve on? Go.
I'm trying to think. Call me off guard.
All right, nah, we'll get back to you. Y'all think about that, okay? Let's get to these chats. Here we go. Let's get to the top. FYI, ladies, cuffing season coming soon. If you in a flame, let me know. So embark on Brilliance podcast. Shout out to you, ladies. If you want, hit them up. Anyone watching this, hit them up.
I'm
It's
not ready to
cuffing
Hit
get
season.
them
back,
up. Hit them up.
Yeah, we got a couple others.
Let's go. Question for the ladies: how long you are going to cut hair? So if you were to be a barber, like what age are you gonna stop or retire?
I see myself doing it long term.
So what does that mean?
I mean, until my body gives out.
So
Yeah.
until
Until I
she
don't
can't
like
no
it
more. So
anymore,
until her
yeah.
60s, 80s, whatever it takes.
It's crazy
What-
because
arthritis.
I saw this one female barber. I can't quote her exact, tag or whatever, but she's literally like 80 years old cutting. Like you see her with the clipper cutting. I think it's the cleanest shit ever.
Yeah, your lineup gonna be
Mm,
fucked
that's
up
it.
with them Parkinson's disease and shit. You know, shaking and shit.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, that shit.
Drink your vitamins.
Next.
We got some more.
Let's get it. Let's get it. They're kind of cute. Can't see if they're tats or nose rings. Do you guys have any tats or nose rings?
I do.
No.
You have a tat?
My back.
Okay, and you got a nose ring right
Yeah,
here.
she
She got a nose.
ring right
So we got 1, 2 red flags. How often do you deal with guys that pretend to have money, but you find out they're broke? Has that ever happened to you guys? That guys that flex money and they end up broke?
Yes.
How many times has that happened for you?
Like times as in like
Guys, how many guys has try to flex like they had money, but
Maybe
they
like
didn't.
2 guys, and they
You?
were older.
Too.
And they were older too,
They were. It was mixed.
around the same age,
One older, one semi.
around the same age.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens whenever you find out that they don't have money? Like what gives it out? What gives it away that they don't have money?
To me, I feel like it's if we continue to see each other and I kind of peep shit,
What is peeping shit?
like I see, like, okay, you expect the woman to pay, which is not a problem, right?
What
Like,
does he do?
yeah.
What does he do in that situation?
like,
he's-
oh, you got us? Like, make
Oh
like.
shit!
And I'm the
Oh,
type of person
yeah.
that I will say I got you. Like you don't have to say it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
like oh, you know what? You treated us like I got us, and
Yeah.
it's happened so many times before. You know, in past relationships.
How did he make it seem to you that he had money? Like, did he say, "Oh, I got money, I got this job,
Good question.
whatever"? How did he?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because of the status that he upfronted. Like
What did he show? What did
Yeah,
he show?
yeah. What did he show?
That's what he's asking.
he was like involved in like not Dallas life. I'm not gonna say that. Because
Drugs.
he wasn't a promoter. No, more so like involved with like the like liquor brands and all that good stuff. And he made it seem like oh he had something to prove like on Insta, and I didn't even know who he was prior to that. So I was like okay, but I don't do it for the money. I do it because the way you are, you know, the who you are. So you know, as we started to hang out more and more, then I came to a realization like this he doesn't have shit
No,
basically.
what did he say he do? What did he do though? What was his job like? Like what is being in the liquor business? What does that mean? Did he have
Like he would promote for a bunch of businesses basically.
Okay, so it's okay.
He's probably like a salesman, marketer, something like that.
Yeah.
What about you? How
So,
many times?
I got a quick question
ahead, Donnie.
about that. You said you do it for who he is. Is that like you're meaning you're dating him to figure out who he is, not for what he has?
Basically, I mean that's just my personality or the way I am. I've always been that way. Like if I like you, I like you. You know,
Gotcha.
I don't have a set type. Like
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So with that being said, if you're in it for who he is as a person, why does it fucking matter what he has to give you?
and
If that's
it
what you just
didn't
said.
it didn't because I didn't you know leave after that or I didn't like you know ghost him or anything. I you know I peeped it, but I didn't say anything about it. It was just more so to myself. But I noticed it. You know, because it's just what he was trying to prove and upfront to me and like the internet. Basically, a con on the internet. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you don't got shit. You don't got shit to your name. And your ex, you know.
Did he have
thinks his
ambition?
age.
Did he have focus and ambition?
No.
Okay, he was distracted and unfocused.
Yes and no to a certain extent. It was more so for appearance, I guess, focused, but you know, goal oriented.
purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Just to
got it.
exist.
I got a follow up question about that here
Mhm.
in just a moment once we get with our next lady.
Go ahead.
My guy, he really made it
Talking to the
seem-
mic, please.
he made it seem like it was luxurious for him, his life. Like, oh, he could support his family, he could support his friends, he can go on all these luxurious trips. And when I found out he wasn't actually doing that, I was like, okay, well, that just kind of killed it for me. You know, like, no, like you can't flex that you have money and you're flexing that you have money because you care about people. And I think that's fucked up when you're not actually caring about people. That was my perspective on it.
Hey, ladies, why do you think these guys did that? Why do you think they capped about what they had, the money
Um,
they had, and who they supported and all that?
Attention.
Yeah, I think it's because they thought that would make someone drawn to them. And that's unfortunate that they thought that because money is not everything.
No, but do you think they were successful or do you think they were not successful?
It worked. It worked on
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
exactly. So it worked. So
So is it fair to say before y'all continue? Is it fair to say that y'all rewarded that behavior
I didn't reward it once I found out the truth.
once you found out? Sure, but subconsciously you're rewarding the behavior because although you didn't know, they're doing it. They're getting the result they want.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Did they get sex out of it?
Well, no, Donnie, we just got that out of them right there, basically. But yeah,
It's just fucked up.
they did, bro. They
no,
did.
how's that fucked up?
They-
It was
They
an
did.
exchange, you know.
They did.
It's not.
They
a good
secured the bag.
exchange, though. No,
They did.
You
They
can't
did.
be lying to people. That's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but I'll tell you why they do it is because they don't get it. So if guys don't get sex, they got to do what it takes to get sex,
Mm.
and they'll lie about it. Especially if they're not men of God. Men of God still will lie though if they don't get sex because most of the time their fleshly desires overcome them. Let's get to the next questions, Donnie.
Also, I would say that before that. Also, I would say that men and women lie though. Like just like how women put on makeup, they wear that skinny tight dress. Guys, like they show that they have some sort of perceived status. They show they if you do that story, they show you that story like, hey, I got this, I got that.
That's true.
That's their
Both-
makeup, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That's why we like girls that don't wear makeup. Shout out
And
Donnie,
guess what?
Johnny, and Bassett for holding it down. W stream. Shout out Jose. Thanks so much. Y'all like the fucking video.
Yo, appreciate you, Jose. Well, you spelled the name wrong. It's Basit. Put some respect on it.
And she's not wearing makeup. That's what she was gonna say.
Yes.
No one gives a fuck.
I do, because you're pointing it out, so I'm gonna say it.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? So you don't gotta say a name, but what was the archetype? What was he like? Just describe him. Who hurt you?
Which one out of all of them?
Do you have a type that hurts you? Do you have a type that hurts you?
Like a red flag that you constantly chase that you're like, damn, that's my type of man. But I keep falling for it every time.
Yeah. Because you don't learn your lesson, it sounds like.
I'm trying to think. We're gonna have to pass it to
All right.
you real quick.
The kind of guy who appears to be family oriented and wants
Dude,
that.
this guy,
Yeah, no.
inner mind rent free.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit, she fucking with one right now. That's why she think
No,
it's
I'm not.
She just recently got done, so that's why.
Yeah.
And that, folks, is what you call alpha widow right there, man. It's crazy.
It's
It's like
very
very
bad.
bad. Yeah.
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 It's sad. It's sad, bro. Next
Yeah.
question. Embark on Brilliance Podcast became a YouTube member. Shout out to
Thank you
you,
for
my
supporting.
boy. Let's go. Next. Green looked like she attracted to a Joker kind of person.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
For real.
I kind of see that though. 'cause
Hey, there's one Kobe Clown says Chad hurt these clownsies. These clownies. Chad hurt these clownies.
Who's Chad?
So in her case it'd be like a what would it be? An Abdul? What would it be? Hit the damn
Chad
like
Brad.
button.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like a Tyrone. Hit the damn like button.
So I did have a follow-up question regarding that last one. What was your name again? Lady next to Johnny?
And
And you mentioned a lot of guys are cons on the internet. Would you say the same with a lot of women? that are on?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like you'll catch them at the store, the club, it don't matter where, and they don't look like that.
Mhm.
Refined Randy says damaged goods. He's talking about produce. He's talking about fruit.
Right?
She a DC comic character. He's talking about you. Cause your hair, I'm
Shit.
sure.
Yeah.
Jose, shout out. Hit the damn like button.
Hey, ladies, who do y'all think like lie more? Who do y'all think like sells a lie more? Like, let's say it could be women with makeup, like I said earlier, wearing tight dress, all that, and guys, how they sell you a story. Who do you think does that more?
Men.
Men, unfortunately.
And we're easy to
yeah.
buy. Not easy,
Yeah.
but if it's like they sell it right, you'll buy it for a second.
So
Mm.
most guys that talk to you,
Yeah.
most of them are lying, things like
I
that.
wouldn't say most of them, but the ones that did, like I believed it for a second, then I started to peep it, and that was that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, Bassett. I'm about to you alley ooped it. I'm about to dunk it on them. So, how many of those guys that are in your DMs or have hit you up that were nice guys that wouldn't have treated you like these guys that you turned away?
Oh, there's like handful of them, but
You fucked up.
yeah, we just don't.
You acknowledge you fucked up.
Yeah, we don't really not appreciate it, but I guess like we don't want to go for that. We want to be damaged goods, or I don't know.
This is so sad, man.
She belongs to the streets.
So, what do you think about that?
I honestly, I don't do the whole DM thing. Like I really don't. I really don't open them. I really don't like paying. I don't
Shit.
want to like the
I'm the
influx
same
of
way.
people that try to reach out to me in the way that they try to approach me.
So
it makes
many,
me
so many
cringe. Okay.
people just getting hit up all the time.
I can show you my DMs and I don't respond because I don't want to give false entertainment. Like I'm not going to sit there and be like,
Yeah.
But what if it was your king? What if your king was just like, oh shit,
I ain't
I
one of them.
happened to come across. That is so sad.
What
That
do you
is
mean
so
it's sad?
sad.
I
Also,
just
it's
don't.
not just DM. It's
That's
like
Aubrey Graham.
all-
That's Aubrey Graham in your DMs before he's Drake. You better
Right.
respond to him.
You may be right.
no. Also, it's not just DMs. It's like all type of approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in adverse to that, what about your girlfriends? How many of your girlfriends wear makeup, tight clothes and all that to sell a certain standard of beauty to guys, that do all that? How many would you say, given a percentage?
Total woman in
Yeah.
the world or in the U.S. I'd say
Well,
U.S.
Would you say just your friends because you don't know about other women? Would you say your friends?
What percentage is provocative online?
Maybe like 20%.
Bull.
What? Nah, you lying.
No, because there's some that were willing to show the other side, that men don't really want to see, which is the no makeup. There's some men that do, but
So when your friends
Yeah.
go out their way and no makeup,
no, the majority of them is.
no tight. Okay, so that's what
Okay,
I asked.
so yeah,
That's the
the other
question.
way,
I
the other
asked.
way,
Okay,
yeah.
so majority of them. What would you say? 8 out of 10.
Maybe
80%?
8 out of 10. Let's
Oh.
say 8.5.
All right, and what about you, Violet?
With my friends, it's like 50-50. Sometimes we'll go out looking homeless because, like, why the fuck not?
Nah, majority of the
A
time. most of the
majority?
time.
She'll try to do that 50-50 shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Hey, for real though.
I
like,
warned you about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna let her do that, man.
This
Yeah,
time.
split-
but like
Not today.
yeah,
planning
spill
on
the
a
beans.
night out. I'm gonna say
Y'all dressing like whores. Just say it like how
Like,
it is.
come
Y'all
on,
dressing like
Violet.
I'm
whores.
Come
gonna
on.
say 75%.
Yeah, okay. So,
Exactly.
75%.
Exactly.
so when you know that 80% of girls are selling a lot to these guys, wearing tight clothes, wearing doing makeup and all that,
Yeah.
and 75% are doing. How can you say that when they outnumber the amount of guys that are doing that? How can you say that guys lie more than?
Because,
That's the point. They don't.
Okay.
because
Mm.
Usually these women are not from a female perspective. Some of these women are not going out to go lie to these guys. They're not even going out to entertain them.
Why are they going out then?
Guys
Just
can
to
say
live their life to the fullest. Why
The
not?
guys can
What,
say
are they,
that
what is
too.
out there? What is that? Wait, let me finish this. What is out there?
Life.
What?
Life is out there.
Okay, what about lights? DJ?
Life,
Experiences.
experiences.
Experience? Y'all could experience all the same things y'all experiencing at home. Why can't y'all put the DJ, put the Bluetooth on, put whatever music you
do.
want, whatever songs?
100%.
Okay,
That's
great.
the kitty
Y'all don't
clean
gotta go
process.
nowhere. Exactly. Y'all stay home. Y'all do that at home. We got the lights at home.
But
Exactly.
the thing is, you can sleep with makeup on, but it's gonna smear everywhere.
Oh,
Like you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
always, wear makeup. Makeup.
What are you
isn't
talking about?
Permanent.
I'm saying you staying home. You don't gotta go out to go party. You stay home to party
100%.
without makeup. You
You
don't
have
gotta wear
live
makeup.
at home too.
Yeah, that's fine.
But her,
Well, you don't.
we talking about her. Why don't you stay home instead of going out? Why don't you
I
stay
do.
home?
I do stay at home. I am very content at home, but I'm also content going out.
We don't like that.
Why not?
Cause you need to be safe. Cause trauma affects women differently than men. Men can go through trauma and come out and become a superhero. A woman go through trauma, she just damaged goods, and it's unfortunate. It's the reality. We gotta protect you. And if you're going out into these streets, you're gonna meet guys like the guys that have hurt you in the past, and the guys who are out here in the streets. They ain't good guys. Most of them. There might be a good guy working doing his thing,
Yeah.
but what are the chances you're gonna meet him, and what are the chances you're gonna separate yourself from the rest? If you didn't have a pussy, what would you do to keep a man? Go.
Myself, like,
If you didn't have a pussy, what would you do to keep a man?
but I'm still a woman.
Of course. What
Okay.
the hell?
What
I
the
hope
fuck
so.
is good
Okay,
pussy?
okay,
I hope so.
to get out of
It's just not
context.
operational. It's
okay,
it's
non-existent.
under construction.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, myself. I feel like my energy, like what I bring. When I say what I bring, like,
Your
Your
spirit
energy.
bomb.
huh?
Your
You have
energy.
the spirit bomb like Goku.
Spirit bomb. You got a spirit bomb.
Yeah.
Because you say energy and shit.
Energy,
What the fuck
like-
does that mean?
What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Define that. What the hell?
Like I try my best not to treat others like I don't want to be treated. Number one. Number two, just
Are men and women the same?
oh my god.
No, you're gonna treat me the way you want to be treated, but I don't want to be treated like a woman. I want to be treated like a man. I want you to respect
Okay, so
me.
I would do that in your version. Better said. So I would do that. I would treat you like I want to be treated, but
equal
kinda-
to me.
exactly.
So if I say I want you to listen to me no matter what, I want you to have unwavering trust. You
Okay.
will do that.
I would want the same thing.
But the equal and equivalent is you would want someone who you can trust.
Right. So,
So that means that if I say go left, you're not gonna on why you should go right.
I would tell you go left too. Go left with me.
With you, or
What?
I'm down to go left with you.
Exactly. Like.
You're down to go left with me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're willing to submit.
If you submit.
I have to submit to you for you to
Mhm,
submit to me.
mhm.
But if I know better, why would I submit to you?
The fuck wrong with you?
It's having trust in one another.
Why would I have trust in you if I'm better than you?
No, even better as in maybe
Smarter
you're-
than you. I'm
yeah,
smarter than you.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than you. Because you want a man that's smarter than you, right? Or dumber.
No, smarter.
So if he's smarter than you, why would he listen to you if he's smarter than you?
Because that's the trust. Like we're both.
Why would
going
he
the same
trust you
way.
though if he's not?
Because that's where trust is. Or that's
But
where
the trust needs to be 100% on him because he's the leader, right?
I would still want not equality, but yeah, essentially I'd want
No, no,
what
no.
you
The
give
equal
for me
the-
to give back.
right. But what you give back is knowing I have a trustworthy man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you give back. That's your side of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is you having trust on my end.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have unwavering trust, but I also have to be a man that's capable of you having that trust. But if I'm a man that's capable of it, then you need to be quiet.
I don't.
Can you understand that?
Kind of, but I don't agree. Like,
Why don't you agree with that? If I am capable, if I am the man that is capable of leading this,
Mhm.
why would you not want me to lead?
Because you're human. Like you can fail at any time. So I would want
Sure,
that.
but that's why you stay by my side even when I go through failure. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna be perfect. That's where you understand. Oh, my husband's not perfect.
And we're not going to be perfect
I'm just-
either.
Correct. But
Mhm.
throughout our relationship on a long enough time frame, if I'm already not gonna be perfect, are we better off listening to both of us, who one is not as good as the other, or learning or listening to the one that is the best and who may make mistakes? Which one on a long enough time frame is gonna be better for success?
I guess to a certain extent, it would be like listening to the man if it's the way you're describing it.
Yeah,
right?
I'm saying if it is a capable man. I'm not saying if a guy's incapable.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he's incompetent, no. But if he's capable, if he's Drake,
Like very much on his shit.
if he's Drake
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
of his industry. I'm saying Drake because it's easy to know, but
Yeah.
Drake of his industry, right?
Yes.
He's doing his thing. Or maybe he's on the way. Maybe he's Aubrey Graham. Maybe he's Aubrey Graham. He's on the way.
Okay. He's on
But
his
think
come up.
about all the girls that are looking at Aubrey Graham like, damn, I fumbled.
The
Drake.
fumble the bag. Yeah. Then okay.
But at the time they're like,
who the hell?
this
Yeah.
nerdy ass dude.
Yeah.
Right?
I can see that.
He's
So,
still acting
but-
in a wheelchair.
But here's the thing though, if there was a girl by his side back when he was 21, 22 that was willing to cook, clean, do everything that they could to be in his business, he would have kept her and been loyal to her. And even if he would have been with these other girls or whatever, she would have been set for life.
For sure.
But
True.
imagine all the girls that fumbled that bag because they
Mhm.
were trying to be stubborn because they thought they had the better deal next down the line.
But they fumbled the bag.
They did.
Or you know what happened though? They got with Audrey.
Aubrey.
Aubrey. They got with Aubrey. They started doing the same shit you did. They started doing the same shit you did. Talking about some. Oh, you need to respect me too.
Right. And
You
he's
know-
like,
you know-
fuck that shit. I'm
yeah,
on Degrassi. I'm in a
exactly.
wheelchair on Degrassi. Let me go ahead and find another girl that's going to be willing to like fit in and plug in. So we'll get to the next question, Donnie.
So yeah, I did have a follow-up question regarding that last part though. So you said you want equality.
Hmm.
So explain a little bit further on that. Why do you want equality in a relationship?
I feel like there's a certain extent because a lot of it is like normalized. Like, okay, women cook, clean, take care of the kids, whatever. And I feel like that's true,
Mhm.
right? Because we have intelligence, the nature, the nurturing to do so as a woman, what men don't have, and men play the part as men, what we don't have. So I can
Gotcha.
see what you mean. Like,
What percentage of women do you think cook and clean?
nowadays,
Yes, of course
It's-
nowadays.
That are sufficient at it. They're decent
Yeah.
to run the household. If they got pregnant today, they'd be willing. They'd be able and capable to run the household.
maybe like a good 40%.
That's way more than what we see. Way more. That is, I'd say less than 10% are sufficient.
Really?
They know how to cook for themselves. They know how to make Pop-Tarts,
Right.
but they don't know
Noodles
how to
and shit.
fucking run a
Instant
shit.
meals, maruchanes.
Yeah, that's it. They don't know how to run a family. They don't know how to run shit like our grandmas.
Oh, for sure.
Think about your grandma. Think about your grandma. How they run shit
Boss ass
compared to the
ladies,
girls now. Like, bro, if they had 3, 4, 5 kids right now, they're like, okay, let me get my grandma to take care of my kids.
Exactly, or my
Yeah.
mom.
It's
Yeah,
different, or my mom.
100%.
And why
You-
do you think that is? Why do you think most women nowadays don't know how to take care of a family, know how to cook and clean and all that?
They're not forced to, but I'll let them answer.
I feel like it's normalized now for that not to be a common thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal if women don't cook.
They're not
clean.
forced to. They don't have to.
Exactly,
They can make their
because
own money.
Women
It's
are
different.
are equal to men, and I hold that to yes, but to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like take care of your family that you have, right?
Mhm.
Take
No,
care of your
but-
husband.
Don't you think that that's the reason that mindset that women are equal to men to an extent? You know, just like you said, that is why
Mm.
they're not out there learn how to cook and clean and perform their traditional.
It's that
duties.
mentality saying that you're saying of
Yeah.
having equality to a man that you're like, fuck it, I don't have to clean and cook. You think it's beneath you.
But that's the, I don't know if you heard, but kind of go back or rewind. But mine is like, yes, a woman should be able to take care of her family, her
Yeah.
husband, her household, if that includes cooking, cleaning, you know.
But that also includes being quiet. If we want you to be quiet.
Yeah, they're submissive.
And it matters too, because
if it's the way that you described the man earlier,
Yeah.
then yeah, 100%.
And I'm not saying the guy be rude and say, shut the fuck up, bitch, like for no reason.
Right, but the
I'm
man
saying, but if he's like, look, babe, like even without an explanation, he shouldn't even have to say like I had a long day and this and that. Like he should be able to say, babe, be quiet.
oh yeah, and you understand it, 100%.
And you understand like, oh, he's not meaning that from a place of like malice. He's just probably had a long day. You can come up with your own solutions on what happened or whatever, but just know that it's not a place where I'm not wanting the best for the family. And every decision that a man makes, if he is the guy, is going to be for the betterment of the family. So you shouldn't be offended or insulted if he tells you to do something.
For sure, you should
So
be able to understand that nature.
regardless, it doesn't matter what it is. A lot of girls are like, well, if he explains to me why, then maybe I'll be approval. I'll give him an approval of it. And it's like, dude, if we had to do that shit for every single decision we made in the family, we would never get anywhere. What do you think about that? Having full leadership, trust, having full trust in a leader and just letting him do his thing.
As long as y'all
Talking to the mic, please.
as long as y'all build trust before allowing yourself to fall into someone like that, I don't see anything wrong with it.
So waiting to,
Like-
so developing the trust.
Yeah, you have to develop trust with anyone.
So how do you know, because you've trusted people in the past and you
Yeah.
suck at it, how do you know if you can trust someone now in the future?
You really don't, but you have to have faith in people. You have to have faith that people can be good.
Okay, so just have faith. You might get burned again, but just have faith.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best advice. Maybe there's some things that we can go over in the future that can give you a little more indicators.
Give them.
But we had a question from Eric. Donnie, go ahead.
I was about to ask if you gotta have faith in people and trust in them.
Yeah.
It sounds like you assume positive intent. Am I correct about that?
Absolutely.
Well, if that's the case, why do you have a lot of unanswered DMs that you talked about earlier?
Oh,
Um,
you know.
I don't like putting myself in a position with people that I know I'm not going to further entertain. And I don't like leading people on. I think that's showing a face of myself that is wrong, and it's just hurting someone in the long run of things. Like if I am not interested in you, I don't want to hurt. I'm the kind of person that
But you have good faith.
Yeah, true. But I don't like hurting people. I really don't.
Donnie got her on this one.
I really don't. I am the kind of person who would rather.
So you don't have faith that you'll not hurt them? That's crazy.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the
People
answers.
hurt people, yes, but like I don't want to be the hand of that.
So I think what she's saying is, Donnie, is that she's traumatized right now and hurt people.
Yeah,
So therefore, she's not even going to open that gate. She doesn't have the faith right now that she can handle that shit.
Yes, that
But
was
she has the
bullshit.
faith that.
That faith that was
But
bullshit,
whenever
yeah.
she heals, she will have the faith. That's
Yeah.
what she's saying. Whenever
Mm.
she heals.
We're gonna pray for you.
It's an evil world we live in.
Yes, sir.
Huge.
Yes, sir. Let's get to the next one, Donnie. We got a lot of chats in here. How big is too big? And we'll let it be to your interpretation of that question.
Yeah,
It
how
could be
big is too
anything.
big?
Go. How big is too big? What is your interpretation of that question? Kobe Clown. Shout out Kobe Clown.
Yeah.
Thank you for a hard question, Kobe Clown.
Whoa. Hard question.
Yeah, like what? In
Pause.
What context?
Let's make this.
Pause.
Let's make this even interesting. No, let's get more a little direct with this question. How big is too big? Talking about dick size. Let's be real, and then show
Donnie.
it. Say the
Ego.
inches.
Ego size.
And then
was
I got-
thinking- I was
and I got-
thinking ego. I didn't know this.
Let's be real.
Are we going circumference and girth, or are we going length?
I was
We
thinking
can go
about
both,
shoes.
but we're gonna
What's
talk
length?
about
What's
inches
length?
too,
All right, so
lengthwise.
this is my phone. It's an iPhone. What's too long?
Or too big?
Too long.
Well, let me ask this first though, because I got something here in store for this one. This is gonna be a special one for the chat. How many inches is too big, or what would you say you want the minimum to be?
I don't think they know inches, bro.
I
so
don't.
Just
I just-
compare it to the iPhone.
Trust me,
Well, average is 6 inches.
No, the chat's gonna answer.
An
Shut
inch
the
is just
answer.
a
The chat's gonna
line of
answer.
your
Chat's gonna answer.
finger
But
right here.
go right now. Go.
What's too big or
What's
what?
too big? Go.
Mm,
I know exactly the dimensions of that phone.
maybe like my bottle of water.
That's too big.
Like, I don't know.
That's too big.
I guess. Because I would want, for me, I don't have like, I don't know. It's a lot of women play 50-50. Like, okay, big is better.
Mhm.
But I feel like for me, if it's not a chode or too small or too.
You like average dicks. All right.
No.
Go.
Um,
The water bottle's crazy though. How you pull that shit? I was like, come on, bro.
too big would be hmm.
Horrible question, by the way. Whoever asked that, horrible question.
I guess like that.
What the
was-
fuck,
Yeah, that would be too big.
bro? She just.
I basically did the same thing.
big
Like, I
No, dude.
yes.
What the fuck,
That would be
bastard? Did you just see that shit,
That would be
Yeah.
bro? What the
big to
fuck,
this,
It's
and
the
then-
half
bro?
mindset,
That's a
man.
horse cock, bro. What the fuck are you talking
That
about?
would be bad.
You're saying a horse cock is too big?
Yeah.
Nothing in between that,
Lord.
bro. I'm done with
You'll
this.
learn what a
Bro.
long dick
I'm
look
done
like
with this,
today.
man, bro.
Damn.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
I
You
don't
know that's like
know.
double the average of humans.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know,
Yeah, L question. L question.
that was an L question, bro. For real. Like next question, bro. Next question. Kobe clowning, bro. Question: do ladies lie just because?
Oh.
They shouldn't. 'cause
They
No.
it's
do.
fucked
They
up.
do.
They
She-
do.
they
But
do.
they shouldn't.
They
Well,
both.
They
Shouldn't
do.
lie.
They do. They do.
They
Shout
do.
out J Bo the vet. They
Yeah.
do. They do. There's your answer.
Split the
They do.
beans,
That was
split the
easy,
beans.
bro. That was easy though.
Yeah.
That was a layup. Her voice
Okay.
sounds sweet like candy. If she's submissive, she wifey. I think he's talking about you,
Me?
sure.
but
For
Yeah.
but you just talked about this, and I think that's gonna change his whole
I don't
perspective.
It's like,
No.
never mind.
Like what the
I'm
fuck,
saying
bro?
that is too big.
Bro, so that means that this is not too big.
Yeah.
If you,
Anywhere
this is too
shorter
big,
than that.
this is not too
That's
big.
still big.
It's still big, but you're like, I can
That's
handle
still,
that.
No, it's
I
still
can handle
big.
that. Like, bro, that's like 12 inches, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you have at home, bro? What
Yeah.
toys do you have at home, bro? Take a step further.
Don't answer that question. Don't answer.
Don't
that
answer that shit, bro. We're gonna get banned. Take a step further. How many wives don't cook, don't clean, require shopping sprees, vacays, and don't even maintain their fitness? I shake my damn head. What percentage don't do any of these that do these things?
I'm gonna say a good 45% of women.
40%. Okay. You.
Mm, like maybe like what they don't do, or
He's saying how many
question. Yeah. That
wifeys
don't.
how
do
many
those
wives don't cook? Wives, so people that are married, girls that are married,
Mhm.
don't cook, don't clean, but require vacays and shopping sprees, but don't maintain their fitness. How many of married
maybe
women?
like 35 or 30%.
Damn, so a
things. Hold up,
almost
hold
a
up, hold up,
majority.
hold up. But earlier, y'all said that it was more like 60% that don't cook. Cause I asked y'all this.
But this
But
is like
it's
including
fitness.
fitness and not doing anything.
a lot of
at
women that are
all
fit.
and still getting vacations and all.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
There's other girls that
that's-
are getting fit, but they don't
that's
care about
adding-
anything else. I
yeah.
agree with them somewhat.
Yeah.
No, wait though. What percentage of women in the U.S. would you say are fit or are like a reasonable size and weight?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a good question.
Repeat the
I-
question.
What percentage of women in the United States would you say are at a reasonable size and weight?
That's hard.
Yeah, that
Like,
is
like
hard.
just take a guess. Like you go out, you see 10 women. How many of them are fit and how many of them are overweight?
Like 75%.
I'd say like maybe
70% are
like
overweight.
6 people out of the
70%
10.
are overweight. No, I would
That's
say.
what I asked.
Oh, sorry. I would say like a good 30% are overweight when it comes to going out.
All right.
Do you know the answer?
It's probably like
You don't know the answer, bro?
60 to 70.
You know the answer?
Yeah.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah,
actually.
majority
Double
of
check
women-
that, bro. I think that he's right. 60,
Majority of
70%.
people in the United States are overweight.
obese.
Yeah.
Obese or overweight.
Yeah. So it's more like those 6 out of 7 women you'll see. Yeah.
That's
that
kind of like
are
what I
overweight.
said. In a way, 'cause I said 6 out
Well,
of the 10.
She said 6 out of 10. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
Yeah.
Y'all are agreeing.
Okay.
She disagrees.
Yeah, more than it says 42.4% have obesity.
Oh,
I was
4 out of 10.
right.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
She was right. She was
No,
right.
but-
I was right.
You're
No, but-
wrong.
Obesity is a disease. It's at another level,
Yeah.
and we said overweight, so overweight's got to be way more.
Oh shit.
True.
Nearly 3/4 of American men and more than 60% of women are obese or overweight.
Look at that.
60%.
Oh.
Boom.
So
There it
6
is.
out of
6
10.
out of 10.
She,
There
she
you go.
had that.
Ding.
So isn't that statement true then, that they still want they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, just like how y'all said,
Mhm.
but they also are not at a decent at a healthy weight.
100%. I've seen it with
Yeah.
patients like myself. I see it every day at work. Like, I work in the dental field. You see families coming in or moms bringing their children, and you see it and they talk about it. Like, they
Yeah.
come to express it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
The next question, Donnie. Next statement, even, because these comments are funny. 30% of women are morbidly obese. I'm sure that's somewhere around the right number because we
Yeah.
just went through that.
Yeah.
You got to have girls write their answers down independently. Otherwise, other girls influence their answers. We'll do that in a little bit. We'll do that next episode.
Yeah, sorry.
We got some new stuff coming, guys.
Yep. And that's it
Great.
right now.
Awesome. Great. So, what did you do wrong in your last relationship? What did you do wrong? What did you get wrong? How could you have improved on the last relationship?
Wait, let's preface it. Let's first say what the guy did wrong, and then what you did wrong. Because we know y'all got that. Let's warm it up with that.
Warm it up. Warm it up.
Are we talking about relationship, like locked in? Like,
Oh,
or,
yeah. I
or like the
forget.
talking?
I forget she smashed some dudes
Have
like,
you-
from the
have-
side
have-
and shit.
Have you ever been in a relationship before?
Yes.
So okay, yeah. So that last one, the last one you've been in, what did? Because it ended, right? That's
Yeah.
why you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did?
Yeah.
What did he do wrong, or what did you do wrong?
A lot of shit.
Give me one. Since it's a lie, you should be able to name one, right?
I feel like we did each other dirty in a way. Like we paid each other with the same coin type. Like,
So he was acting shysty and you were acting shysty.
Exactly.
I mean, he cheated and you cheated also.
I wouldn't say cheated, but I would do shit that I knew would kind of pay it back. Not necessarily cheating.
Do what kind of things? What kinds of things you do?
Like if he was insecure about something, I don't want to put him on blast. But if he was insecure about
Nah,
something,
shit.
right?
I mean, he's an expert, and you're not saying his name. You're not
Right.
exposing him. It's cool.
Like if he would do something shisty, like I didn't like, right, or that was cheating, essentially.
Like for example,
Mm,
I mean, we know nothing about the guy, so and anything's free game.
oh God.
Riley, you go first. There, you go first, Riley.
Um,
One thing that he did wrong, one thing you did wrong.
one thing that he did wrong. I think he liked the idea of a relationship, but I think he also liked the idea of still doing single activities.
Okay, and you?
And I needed to practice my patience more when it came to being assertive with what I wanted with him.
I mean, you were yelling at him the whole time, and
I wouldn't yell at him.
You
the whole
want
time.
stuff?
Very much. I'm the kind of person that holds my tongue. It takes a lot.
I
for
hold
me.
my tongue.
It does. It does.
But-
It takes a lot.
but
it to me
obviously you
takes
did
flow.
though.
And when I did, I regretted it. I hate doing it. I hate letting anger control me. It is a very evil and venomous thing. It is.
Obviously, it did a couple times. That's why you were like, that's why it ended, right?
I did it 3 times in the duration of a relationship.
Mm.
3 times where I just sparked.
Okay, so he wanted to act single while he was in a relationship, and you had anger problems.
I had anger problems with those situations when he would do something. Yeah.
Like, keep it real, you had anger problems,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
I hate that I let that be a part of me, and I regret it every single day. It is an awful part of anyone to let that control you.
And what have you been doing to improve?
Journaling,
Yeah.
taking moments of peace with myself, walking, living my life, meeting people, self-reflection with myself, talking it out, positive things, not just like throwing myself into some shit that's not actually going to help me grow. Like people.
Not just being a whore.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of girls will rebound into the whore phase just to like, it's a default mechanism.
Yeah.
You're
You
just catching
can't-
bodies at that
You can't
point.
do that to people. You can't make people your band-aids because that's wrong.
Damn.
So you think
that's
that
game right
women,
there.
that's true actually. You
Yeah.
think women that become hoes, that they're using people for their own like band-aid?
Yeah, I mean, humans do that. Men do it. Women do it. I feel like it's fucked up.
You think men do that the same way though? You think men use people the same way that
I mean, I can't
women
entirely.
use?
Sorry, I can't entirely answer that because I am not a man. But from my perspective and from my thoughts on it, to a degree, yeah, I think they do sometimes.
So you think
Depends
men
on the
fuck
man.
for trauma the way women do?
Some men do, not all of them, but some.
Generally, you think that most men fuck the way most women fuck after a relationship, like trauma wise. They'll do that for trauma, not just because they're horny, but for trauma.
My experiences, unfortunately, yes.
Okay, the guys you deal with,
Yeah, the guys that I've dealt with.
or maybe you just conclude that, but they're just horny fucks. Maybe you just conclude that on your own. All right, we're not letting you off the hook.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's
what
spill
can
the
you
beans,
improve
man.
on?
No, what did he do wrong, and what did you do wrong in the last relationship? And you said he was acting shysty, but we need one specific thing.
Yeah, she's dodging it.
Come on, be real, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's literally me. Like, I'm on blast. So what goes first? What should I work, or what do I need to improve on?
What did he
or-
do
No,
wrong?
what did he do wrong?
What did he
What
do
did you
wrong?
do wrong? That caused the relationship to end, obviously.
Essentially, like he was basically a narcissist. Like took no accountability.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Okay.
Literally,
We'll let you have that. Okay, what did you do wrong?
I wasn't understanding. I didn't really put myself in his shoes from what he was going through. Essentially,
Mhm.
so
Isn't that? Don't you say that's a narcissistic trait? Not being understanding, always in your own head.
none
You
of this.
cannot make this shit up.
What you said, it's a
You
narcissistic.
cannot make this shit up, bro. He's a victim. That man's a victim.
No, it's
No.
not.
She's a narcissist.
I
This is
feel like
crazy.
we were with each other for too long. So
How long were y'all
Till
with
death
each
do
other?
us part, bro. And
Basically.
she's saying till too long, and she's like 20 something, bro.
long.
If she would have married that guy, she would have been too long, bro. Marriage till death do us part, too long, bro. Fuck.
We met each other when we were younger. Like I was maybe 13.
Oh shit.
He was 14. So like we went to high
The
school together.
perfect
like,
love
the whole
story.
thing.
Literally, two
Yeah.
virgins. Amazing.
Basically, yeah, you know,
and until when
Until she
at what
decided to
age
be-
did y'all like stop dating and all that?
like what age we
Yeah, like what y'all, because since y'all started dating at like 13, 14.
we were on and off though, consistently. So
she would hoe around, he would hoe around.
I wouldn't say hoe around, but essentially like it would just be broken up and you know.
You should have stuck by him.
pauses.
You should have stuck by his side.
And I
bro.
did through some really like if I could
You should have stuck through it all.
go
Okay.
deeper, but I'm choosing to
No,
kind
no,
of,
no.
you know,
I can see it's had a soft spot of you, so but it's all right. We'll stop
some
there.
fucked up shit.
Yeah,
but,
we'll
like-
stop there.
Bad.
Next question. Next question.
So then what could you have done better then? You said be more understanding.
100%. I would say that.
But I mean, obviously, like that wasn't because the real reason you said was because y'all were too long. Y'all were together for too long.
I wouldn't say that's why it ended, but we were together for a long time. But issues starting to happen like down the road, like I didn't know any better, you know, so I normalized it for a
Mhm.
long time.
Mhm.
And a lot of the stuff was fucked up. Like I shouldn't be seeing shit like that happen to you at 17. You know, I literally had
Yeah.
to save him from a lot of shit like that. Like a lot of fucked up shit that nobody would want to encounter.
So y'all was just kids, and okay.
Literally.
Nice, nice.
Let's read some of these comments, Donnie. Absolutely no accountability. He's talking to you, Ann.
I know.
Because Ann, you didn't say shit. Knowing her man, he was absolutely a narcissist. Let her be. You know her man. Lex knows your man?
Comment down below.
Lex Luthor, mind your business, Lex Luthor. She
Lex-
spilled the beans already.
Well,
All right, she's a narcissistic too.
narcissist too. Yeah, she said that though. I think Lex doesn't know your other side.
Oh no, she knows.
So why you capping in the chat then?
Yeah.
Come
No,
on,
because
Lex.
it's not cat.
it takes two, bro. It takes two.
It takes two to tango, 100%.
Successful men are narcissists. Yeah, most successful men have narcissistic traits. It just means like you're confident. That's pretty much all it is. You have to be narcissistic to a point. Both men, shout out Refined Randy's always super chatting. Thank you so much, bro. Both men and women often turn to hookups after a breakup because they want the confidence ego boost. instead of self-reflecting on what they need to improve on for the next relationship. That was well said. But yeah, I mean, a lot of guys that are in a relationship, they don't get the instant gratification that women do, or validation, because a lot of women are marketing themselves while in a relationship. So if a woman goes and fucks someone else, she's just a hoe. A guy goes and fucks someone else, he actually has been out the market for like a year, 6 months, and he had to go and do something, become someone to even get sex. A woman can go and say, I'm bored. Anyone want to do anything tonight? And you'll get
We've been
DMs from
dating
a
too
lot of
long.
dudes that are trying to fuck. That will never happen to a guy though, even if he is a Drake. But Drake's getting hit up for sure.
You
But I'm
don't-
saying Drake of your city. If he was Aubrey Graham, he's not getting hit up like that.
You don't think a guy can sleep with a girl literally a month after a breakup?
Of course. What?
Yeah.
Did you just hear me?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Of course.
an
A week
innocent
after a
question.
breakup, a day after a breakup. What are you talking about? Of course. But I'm saying if a dude does it, he actually has to be someone and make himself something. A girl doing it is just exercising the easiest thing she has to exercise, which is her pussy. That's the easiest thing to do for a girl is get sex. Why are we not judging them for getting sex so easily? Men, yeah, it's harder for them to get sex, and maybe they shouldn't be doing it as much as they should, as they are.
Yeah.
But it's harder for them to get sex, so therefore, like, if they're choosing not to get sex, then you should reward them for that, for sure. If a guy is choosing not to get sex right after a relationship, then you should be rewarding him, worshiping him, because he's doing way more than you not getting sex. You not getting sex is fucking nothing. Go.
No, yeah, that's facts. Facts.
That's facts, bro. All right,
Facts.
next question, next comment. She out here actually working on herself. She's talking about you,
Hmm?
Violet.
You journal.
Oh,
You're
me?
talking about, yeah, she was talking
Yeah,
about you working on
thank you,
yourself.
Thank you.
No, I thought she was talking about Ann.
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, you're not working on. Okay.
No,
hey,
the
I mean,
comment-
keep it real. Keep it real, Ann.
No, I am, but the comment came whenever.
She was talking.
Exactly.
Do ladies lie just because? That's why I asked that question. Ladies know when to lie. Do you suck D? Do you suck D?
Yes, depending.
That
who
is disgusting, bro. What the
If it's my
fuck,
boyfriend,
dude?
yeah,
Haram.
100%.
Ready to suck it.
Haram.
That's the thing, though. It's not gonna be just whoever or like a hookup.
You
or-
should have never.
yeah.
You should have never done that.
I don't feel wrong for doing it.
No,
the fuck, bro?
and I believe in you. You shouldn't do it with any guy. do it with the man
She
you
should
like.
have done
you
it.
like or
Well,
love.
she should have. Yeah, you're right. She should have done it not just with any guy, but the father of her children, the husband that she's gonna be with the rest of her life. Now her husband's all he's gonna think of is her with another dude's
So
dick
you've
in her
never ate
mouth.
pussy.
Are men and women the same?
Okay, but I'm asking you a question.
Are men and women the
I'm asking you
same?
a question.
I'm asking you. Are men and women the same?
No, but have you?
Are men and women the
No,
same?
but have you?
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is this: for a man to get near your pussy, he has to be a man of value. For you to get near a man's dick, you just gotta be a woman. You ain't gotta
But-
be nothing.
But that's the thing.
So
though.
you should have had restraint.
No, I'm
you
not
should have
saying
had
that.
restraint.
No, because I chose to whom I gave that to. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
didn't really, because you
did.
chose the person that wasn't your husband. So you chose wrong.
Well,
It doesn't have to necessarily be your husband. Like, it could be to your fiance or your boyfriend, whoever you think.
Anyone that you sucked up that you're not with today, you chose wrong. Period.
pretty much.
But
Yeah.
have you a pussy that you're not married?
Are men and women the same?
But have you a
Again,
pussy?
are men and women the same?
Have you?
If you were to find out the guy you're hooking up with or became became your husband, you found out he was a virgin, how would you feel about that?
You're like, wow,
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
it's a good thing. Like, it's not discriminized or.
No. Let's take a step back. Let's not argue in bad faith here.
Let's
Mhm.
ask Violet. Violet, what do you think?
I'll get to Violet. I'm on her ass right now because she's trying to lie to me straight to my face.
I'm not.
You found out he was a virgin. That means he has no sexual experience.
Shit, I'll teach you.
Huh?
I put you on, not saying that because I've only given that to people that I thought were long term. I've never believed it. Or
Have you
not-
ever had a guy that you had more experience than?
Oh,
No,
Why? Why didn't you give the guys that you don't have that have less experience than you?
because
A
I'm
chance.
selective with who. I have sex
Exactly,
with.
because the guys you give your chance to, the guys you're selective with, the guys that you're not with right now that you claim to be selective with, they know how to fuck bitches. They know the skill set. They have the skills. They have the experience. So you're being so selective, but they're being so selective, as in they're fucking you and dipping or doing what they got to do. My point is that you're not with them right now, but you sucked their dick.
But I was like,
Sure,
for, you know, for
sure,
a while.
sure,
so that's
sure.
why it happened.
Sure. But to acknowledge the fact, you just have to acknowledge the fact that you chose wrong. Because once you acknowledge that, then you can accept it and then move on. But if you say, I don't regret sucking dick, what? Your husband is watching this right now, bro. Your future husband, the one that's been working his ass off, the Aubrey Graham, to become Drake. You think if Drake found out his future girlfriend is on a podcast saying that she doesn't regret sucking that guy's dick, he's going to have no issue with that?
Mm,
Let's be real here.
yeah. No, I can see
Let's
that.
be real here. You have to say right now on live, you regret sucking that dick. Say it right now. You regret
I
sucking
regret my actions.
That's the only way you move forward. Otherwise, you're like, I'm happy I sucked that dick. I deep throated that shit. I
Well, I'm not
gurgled the
proud
balls.
of it, but I mean, it is what it is. You
I'm
know?
not saying you have to be proud of it. What the fuck? Who said who said to her that she had to be proud?
What do you mean,
All I
I'm
said
glad?
was you had to repent. All I said was you had to be sorry about it, and you're saying
Sorry.
he didn't. And I'm saying your husband's gonna be upset. Like me right now, I'm heated for him right now. I'm upset. Like,
Damn.
bro, like he's disqualifying you right now because of this shit. You gotta know, like, bro, I sucked that dick, but shit, I was pressured. Like, say whatever you gotta say
Wait, you
to
did what,
stop
bro?
in the blow.
You did what, bro?
No, I didn't do shit. I'm saying what she gotta say, bro. I gotta say what she gotta say. Bad shit. Damn, bro. Trying to get my ass right now. I'm over here trying to get her. You ain't working on shit right now. You ain't working on shit, bro. You trying to pass it on to Violet and shit. Let her slide easy and shit. Fuck that shit.
Grill me so bad.
No, I'm just trying to make sure you know what's up. All right, you baby, cool.
Me? What was the question again?
Put the chat up again, Don.
Do you suck dick? Do you suck dick? That's the question. Do you suck dick?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Not with strangers. Like not one night. I don't do the whole. Yeah, no. Not
So-
unless it's like a fully committed.
All right, regret sucking the
relationship.
dick right now. Say you regret sucking the dick.
Yo.
I mean, I regret any of my past partners.
There you go. Let's go. Where's the bell icon? Give us a do.
I mean, as anyone would. Like you know. once-
She wasn't. She was like, I love that dick. I suck that
No,
dick.
she
I-
wasn't.
She was doing the
Not
dick dance.
praising it, but
You was like that for a second. I was like, you don't regret it. Like, bro, you have to regret it. You have to. Otherwise, you don't learn. Why? What do you think about that, bro? If a girl don't regret sucking dick and you found out that's your wife, bro, that's your wife. She said on a podcast, I don't regret sucking dick.
I mean, the way I see it is life is life.
Mhm.
You know, you're gonna do shit that you're not proud of. Yeah, you might regret it, but I don't see any point in regretting. I'd rather just move forward.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know.
Oh, this dude's simping right now. Let me ask you this. If you found out right before your marriage, your dude sucked a dick. He's like, I sucked a dick. He
Nigga,
said
you
that.
gay.
What if he said that to you?
I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Why? Why would it be like that?
Because, like you said, men are men,
Mhm.
right? And women are women, and so are we equal in that manner?
Okay.
So I take it that way. That
What's the issue with that though? It was just one time. It was just 2 times.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean? Why
Like,
don't
I don't
you know
know. I
about
don't know
that?
how I would accept that. Like, I mean, it's in his past, but I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Why wouldn't you accept that though? It was in the past. It's just in the past. It's not him
You're
anymore.
grilling me, bro. I don't know. I'd be like, what? Like, I
Why
don't
would you be
know.
like, what? What makes you say what? Why not just be like, oh, okay, move on? Why isn't it? Why isn't it? Why isn't it? Why isn't it like talking about his favorite type of sandwich? Why is it different for you?
Is there a next question?
No, I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you.
I'm opting out.
No.
I don't know how to answer that. Like, that's like we're gonna see here. Like,
What
all
makes you?
night.
But what makes you uncomfortable about that?
I guess like the fact that he did some like gay shit. Like
Gay shit. Okay. So
I don't have a problem with that. If that's somebody in front of me, like, okay, I respect you.
right.
like, cool,
Right.
you do
But
you.
that's your husband though.
Exactly. That's
So
why.
what makes it
I'm like, it's
uncomfortable?
like,
What makes it uncomfortable? But he doesn't suck dick now. He doesn't suck dick now. Like he's loyal to you.
But it makes me question, like, are you gay? Like, what?
Okay, right?
Yeah.
So the same way you question, are you gay, right? Is the same way the guy would question,
You
are you a
hoe?
hoe?
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
So you saying you sucked 2 dicks, you didn't just slip and fall and the dick fell in your
No.
mouth.
No, and I'm not
So-
over here like promoting it like, oh, I
Of course,
did this,
of course,
you
of course.
know?
I'm not grilling you like that. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying.
But in the time, in like my I guess my mental state, I thought like, okay, you know, I'm seeing this person. It's been a while. Like I don't just give it, or you know, I've never had a one night stand.
Sure, sure.
you know,
but
like,
that guy didn't marry you though.
I know when I say I'm selective, like in the time, right? We've made
In
our
the time,
mistakes.
you're selective in relation and relative to
Exactly.
relative to other people who are maybe not as selective, for sure. But could you have been more selective to the point where you kept everything locked off, closed off
100%.
until marriage, until where at least you leave with 50% of what he has?
Oh, 100%.
Damn. Not
100%.
50%.
There we go. So we learning something today. We learning something. For you, what if you found out, which you already answered this question last pod, but you found out that he sucked dick, you would just not have no issue with it. You'd probably be cool with it, right? You'd be like,
I'm
let me suck
chill.
it with you.
I'm chill.
She chill, bro.
She's chill, bro. She's like, let me suck
Yeah.
it with you. Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Nonsense over
Imagine.
here.
I'm chill
Give me a
with it.
comment, Donnie. Give me more comments. These are funny.
Yeah, we don't have any at the moment.
We got one right there, bro. We got some. Her palms are sweaty. He's talking about her.
No cap.
If you ate pussy, I'm okay with this. Yeah, if you ate pussy, it's different than eating a dick. You ate a dick. I don't like that. If you would have said, yeah, I ate one or two pussies, then I would have been like, where's she at? Let's call her up.
Hey, ladies.
Yeah.
If y'all already
Not
had,
me, though. Not me. Someone else. I'm a man of God.
if y'all ever had a threesome, and I mean like
Aw,
both
bro,
ways,
what
like
the fuck, dude?
both ways.
Bro, did someone ask that in the chat or something? Or was that
I
Bassett's
think
No,
that's
I'm,
one of his
I'm just
questions.
asking. Yeah.
crude brain? Did he just come up with that? The demons inside Bassett? Yeah, the threesome before?
Yeah. If you had,
No?
Never.
no.
Either way?
I have
Two guys?
no.
Two girls?
Yeah,
Three girls?
it was 4 in total.
Four
with-
girls?
with me in it. Yeah.
Four girls?
Yeah.
Four girls?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Damn.
What
I had to clarify it three
Hold
times. bro.
Hold on. Were you in a relationship with this guy, or
No,
you
no,
were
no.
just
girls.
one of the
I
groupies?
was not in a
Girls.
relationship. I was touring around the country at the time, and it was another
She
girl
was
band.
touring.
She was on tour.
She was touring.
It was a girl band, she said. Four girls total, bro.
She
No
was
guys.
touring dicks.
You just said no guys, bro.
Yeah.
Next,
We
Kaylin Del Pilar. Kaylin Del Pilar. If a man chooses to tell me right before they get married, it should be communicated beforehand. Then the couple works out their differences.
Exactly, Miss Kaylin. Exactly.
Okay, well, if he chooses to tell you right before the marriage, what are the chances that you say yes to the marriage, Jack? Of course you want to know before the marriage. So that's what I'm saying. If you knew before the marriage, you're going to communicate that and work out the differences. How do you work out the fact that this guy's had a dick in his mouth? How do you work out that difference? You answer that, Kaylin.
nigga, you gay.
How do you answer that, Kaylin?
Why are you gay?
Next question. Bassett asking for a friend. Bro, what the fuck, bro?
Shout out to Kaylin, man. Shout out to Kaylin. She's smart,
Bassett
man.
asking for a friend, bro. He wants to know, bro. One
But
black, one
I-
white, one guy with four girls at once? No.
No,
She
no,
said four
yeah,
girls.
Four
There's
girls.
no men.
Yeah, if there was a guy in there, we would have kicked her out by now. Yeah,
I don't know. That's kind
we
of.
don't allow that over here. There's certain levels of sin that we allow here. All
Would
right.
you say, Walla, would you say that you're bisexual, bi-curious?
I'm bisexual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Anna?
I just like men, but I wouldn't be opposed, like, to maybe one
Oh,
day
say less.
have that experience. You know, I'm not
Mm.
saying like, you know, I would want to or I fantasize about that or it's a goal. No, that's not even.
What if the guy you really love, he's like, man, what's your favorite food? The guy you really love asks you, what's your favorite food?
And I have to answer this.
Yeah.
Wings. I don't know.
Okay. Are you down to eat that for breakfast tomorrow?
Fuck it.
Are you down to eat that for lunch?
That's fine.
Are you down to eat that for dinner too?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. What about the next day? Are you down to eat that for?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, that's kind of how you are to me. I love wings.
Like vanilla, basically. Like just plain vanilla.
No.
like
I
or
love
what?
wings.
Okay.
I love
okay,
wings,
Okay.
but I want to have burgers too.
So like a hint of something else.
Not a hint. I just want to have burgers. I want to have other things. So if
full
he
course.
says that to you, your husband, are you gonna go and get him another girl? Or are you gonna go get him something on the side? Are you gonna participate, or are you gonna just let him do his thing and be like, just don't show me, don't tell me?
I feel like it depends if how
If he's
long-
the guy, he's the guy, and y'all just started in the relationship. He's the guy though.
Yeah, everything's right.
Are we married?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Then possibly like if there's no feelings exchanged with
No
between them.
emotional attachment,
Yeah.
just sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like that for
You would set it up.
gratification, then
You would set it up, or would
Yeah.
you let him fuck her up without you?
no, I would pick.
You would pick the girl.
Mhm.
Hmm. So if he picked the girl, that's a problem.
No, I mean I'd want to though.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you just prefer it.
Yeah,
So you think if you had the conversation with him, like, hey, baby, like, I know you're gonna do this anyway, but it would make me feel a lot better if you let me pick.
at least let me pick. Like,
Right. But you would tell him that. But if he's like, shit, baby, like, I feel you and I understand that, but like, I'm going to this business trip in England and it might happen. Like, you cool with that?
fuck, like without me.
Right. Because he's on business. He's a businessman. He's going everywhere.
You Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Like
Hmm.
Bassett.
I don't know how I would accept that because there's a difference between being like
But there's
having
no
a
emotional
threesome,
connection.
but
He's only been to England one time. He's probably never gonna go again.
I wouldn't know how to accept that because there's a difference between fucking somebody with your partner, that you select, or your partner.
What if he
selected.
doesn't want to fuck you with her?
Well,
What
I
if
don't
he
know
wants you
about
just to
that.
watch?
I've heard about people that have that, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'd be okay with that.
Damn, that's tough. That's tough, right?
Yeah.
What if he wants you to watch?
Me?
Yeah, he's like, he wants a little something on the side.
He wants me to
No
watch?
shit.
Not wants you to watch, but he wants you to be cool with it. He wants you to be cool with him fucking another bitch, regardless if you're there or not.
I mean, yeah, if we're sexually compatible and we are on the same page with everything and we have communication before that, I don't give a fuck.
Are you gonna ask the same from him?
Yeah.
You're gonna say you can fuck other dudes?
I know. Me personally, that's not something for me. If he wants to do that, he wants to do that. But
But you wouldn't fuck other dudes.
I'm satisfied with what I have.
I
and
got
when
you.
I have it.
Would you ask for the same back though, or would you say like, since you did it, I would do it too? Please answer this right, otherwise I'm giving up on you. Please answer this right.
Repeat the question.
Would you ask for the same back in return?
Like a threesome or
no, like
just
like
experience?
no, like he says I want to fuck other bitches.
Right.
You say in the future, hey, I want to fuck another guy. Is that appropriate?
I feel like it just depends.
Nah, she
For
took
you,
too long.
for
She's
you,
doing
for
it, bro.
you.
She took too long.
I'm
She's
thinking
doing
about
it.
it because I'm like,
bro,
oh.
for you, for
She's-
you, for
she's
you,
doing it,
for
man.
you, bro, for you,
Bruh.
for you. Are you gonna say that? Are you gonna throw it back in his face later, or are you gonna just accept the fact that men and women are different?
I'd want to be different from my previous relationship, so I don't think that I would let myself to throw that back out. Just
So you were doing that in the past. You
I
did
used to
that.
do 100%.
You
Yeah.
used to get your get back,
Not,
tit for tat.
not necessarily that, but I used to like, oh, but you did this.
You throw it in their face.
Essentially,
I see.
'cause
You wouldn't
haven't-
forgive them,
within time. Yeah, if it
but
barely
you weren't
started.
forgiving them like that because you would throw it back in their face.
Basically, like the first couple of days. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Do you think he was trying to hurt you, or do you think that was just his nature?
both.
So you think he was
he's admitted
intentionally
that
trying to
me.
hurt you?
Yeah, he's
More of
admitted that to me.
which? More of which?
Maybe essentially hurt me because he knew the things that would when I expressed that. Like you wouldn't like me doing things like this, girl version, or things that you don't appreciate or don't like.
No, but are you thinking with the mindset that guys just like a variety? Guys just like fucking. It is what it is.
Right, but there's a difference between someone saying like I did this to hurt you, like
Yeah.
quoting me on that.
I think there's a good question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you think he did it to hurt you, not because it was just his nature that he just likes fucking women.
I mean, if somebody admits like in a serious conversation, like, hey, all those things, those fucked up things I did, including cheating, was to hurt you
He said that?
intentionally. Yes.
I think sometimes dudes will say that if they see they're in a losing position, just to try to
Exactly.
get a response from
Yeah.
you. Most
Okay,
times,
I can see that.
the guy will just use his nature. Like he's gonna have his nature, but then on the back end, he's gonna see like, fuck, she didn't stay with me or
Try to
whatever,
back it up.
and try to like hurt you with that
Gotcha.
information. But he knows that that's not the reason why.
They
like,
just did it because.
yeah, bro. Like, come on, it ain't
Okay.
that fucking.
Yeah,
It ain't
yeah.
that convoluted.
Yeah.
Right.
But we got some great comments. I think I want to answer Refine Randy. Go up a little bit, bro. Lex. We're comparing women who are supposed to be the love of your life to food. Well, Lex, men, if you
Still
didn't
there.
know, men love food. If you didn't know, and that's the closest thing we can get to love is loving food. So women, comparing to food, and just making that analogy, drawing that parallel, it's easy for people to see what we mean. I'm
She wanted
not
to do
saying it's
cars.
good.
She wanted to compare them cars.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's good to cheat. I'm not saying it's good for men to have multiple partners. What I'm saying is that if men have that innate desire and they choose not to, they should be rewarded for that. They should be glorified for that. But women are like, well, that's just the bare minimum, them not to cheat, but they don't understand we have 17 times the testosterone that they do. So if they're cheating, they're just being hoes. But meanwhile, we're restraining ourselves from cheating, and we should be rewarded for that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying to cheat. So go down to Randy. He was saying back to like how I was saying if he's on vacation or something or on a work trip. How good of a father is he going to be if he travels frequently for work? How is that much different from a kid being raised by a single divorced mother collecting child support? I'll tell you why, Randy. Because if you're a businessman and you're traveling for work, most likely you're making a good income. So you won't need to support that family the way that they would have been supported before, like a single mother would. Number two is you most likely be able to FaceTime them and communicate with them if you have a good relationship with the mother. And also, you'll be able to go home whenever you want if you're running your shit the right way. You'll be able to go home, spend time with them. They'll have a chance to miss you, and you'll be good. Now, first 5 years of the child's life, the mother's needed. I'd say from preteen to 18, that's when the father is needed. So certainly towards 8, 9, 10, they'll need to step up and get into their child's life more. So they will need to pull away from work. But that whole first 5 years, 6 years of the child's life, the mother needs to be holding it down and the man needs to be supporting financially. So that means even putting stuff towards savings, life insurance, health insurance, doing everything possible to make sure that that kid in the first 5 years is developing correctly.
Exactly. Yo, I heard this message so much that they're saying men or fathers need to be, in the home for such a crazy, amount of time. But no, that's not the truth. After a children, a child age is from like, let's say infant to like, let's say preteen, like maybe 13 or some shit. The father is not needed at all. All he's needed for is to provide, income, provide security.
Protect, yeah.
Yeah. So most of it is to the mother because she needs to feed the kid, teach them, just make them a decent member of society, in that first formative age, which is from infancy to 13 years old. After that, that's where you need the dad. That's where you need the dad to say, hey, kid, keep your head in the fucking books. If you don't, get the switch on them, whatever, whatever needs to be done, that's when the father comes in. They say dads keep sons out of jail and daughters off stripper poles. So at that young age, at the formative age, it's more onto the woman or the mom or the mother, not the father. So I really hate that when people go off talking about some if the dad is traveling and all that, if he's not around at a child's young age, that's gonna affect the child in a negative way.
And to his point, if he was working a lot, even through the teenage years,
Yeah.
that would impact them. So I agree with him, but I
Yeah.
think there's a nuance to that.
Yeah. That's why I said teenage years, because that's when you become an adult, right? That's when you choose a profession. You choose, hey, am I gonna go to jail? Or am I gonna end up at a fucking stripper pole? It's at that time that you choose who you're gonna be at it as an adult.
Hmm. Next one, Donnie. Three ways aren't it, no matter how good the fantasy Titanfall teachings. I'd like to hear your perspective on that. Give us some more details. Like what happened? What happened with your three-way? Nah, man, that's more effing drama. Let us know what happened, my dog.
He's talking about just having like more women.
Yeah, but I'm
Like-
asking because he has experience with it. I'm asking what his experience is with it. I'm curious. I'm sure he has insight.
We're good.
Ramar said, looking too deeply into the analogy is low IQ to Lex. I think so too. Not low IQ, but you obviously are just trying to argue in bad faith, Lex. Sorry, I heard a lot about the lady's past. I have to give you a rain check. I haven't found a better replacement for this.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I mean, it is
Bro,
what it is,
that's
so.
crazy.
All
All
right,
right.
got it like that, man.
Yeah. Is that it, Donnie?
Yep.
All right. So, do you want a traditional man? Yes or no?
traditional means that he's the majority of the income of the house. He provides security, and you'll do the feminine role.
Mm. If it's legit, yeah. But if not, then no. Like if he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do
Legit. Let's
this,
say he's a
like-
legit traditional man, a real traditional man. Yes. So real traditional man.
I would think so.
You want one? Okay.
Mhm.
So are you a traditional woman? Yes or no?
I hold morals and
Are you a
No,
traditional
are you a
woman?
traditional woman?
Yes.
Not
I
if
mean,
you hold morals of a traditional woman. See how she tried to do that womanese there?
Man,
That algebra?
woman knees.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why y'all be speaking.
Yeah, I like to think I am. I 110% am.
Hmm.
I hold it down. I really do.
So what makes you traditional? Go.
like if whenever it would come to having like a household, like if my husband, traditional husband speaking, right, would be like, okay, so you would have to raise our children essentially, like Bass said. I would provide and I would have to come home to a clean house, etc. Yeah.
Me?
I'm
I
not
don't know.
convinced.
I don't
Well,
know.
one, I'm Cajun. I cook naturally. I was a elementary school teacher. I love children, and I love being in a position of
Oh, fuck them
being
kids.
no, but being nurturing to somebody that I love more than anything. And
Okay.
I love being family oriented.
All right, so here's the big question, right?
Yeah.
Here's the huge question. Why aren't you in a relationship right now if you're a traditional woman that wants traditional men?
You have to ask him.
No.
You would have to ask him.
Well,
She
won't you
so
say that? Won't you say that guys out there, traditional guys especially, they want traditional women? That's 100% what they want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if that's what they want, and you think that's what you are, why aren't they scooping you up? Or do you think guys aren't out there wanting relationships?
I think the people that I've run into, they want a traditional woman, but they also want to party.
They weren't traditional men.
They weren't traditional.
so you
men.
picked wrong. She has bad discernment. You don't have any men in your life, right?
I-
No men that don't want to fuck you.
Mm.
And until recently with the PPP gang. But before that, you've never had men in your corner telling you the truth.
I've had a few men in my corner telling me the truth.
No.
I feel like they have.
So did they tell you the truth about your last guy,
Yeah, and it burned.
and you didn't listen?
I listened once I told them the truth. Usually, when I'm in a relationship,
You don't say shit to them.
I don't like if my man.
But before the
listen,
relationship,
if my man. is
before the
fucking-
relationship
yeah.
started, you didn't say shit to them. That's your fault.
When the relationship started, it was great.
It was great, yeah. It's called the cupcake phase. That's called him doing just enough to make you think that it's gonna be long term. But before you got in that relationship, you didn't ask them for that help. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Do you acknowledge that? Look in the camera, accept and acknowledge that.
I could accept that, but like the thing is, I wanted to trust. I had to trust my gut.
You need to trust your men in your life, not your gut. Your gut got you to where you are now.
The
That's
problem
single.
is you be trusting wrong people.
I know, but
You're trusting guys that are
gotta
trying to
trust
fuck
people.
you.
You
You're trusting guys that are trying to fuck you. And guys who are trying to fuck you, especially if they do not get sex or if they don't get pussy or if they just now started getting pussy too, that's another thing. If they just now started fucking girls, they're going to be like super hyperactive, super hypersexual. So you got to find someone that's past that phase or maybe has gotten a little taste of everything here and there. And it sounds bad, but that guy is going to be a little more grounded. And if he's on his purpose and if he's deliberate and if he's driven, then that's the horse you bet on. You could wait for the finish line, but you're going to have a way higher requirement, a way higher list of standards that he's going to have for you. If you're waiting at the finish line and you're not a virgin, he's going to have so many things you're going to have to do.
Yeah.
It's better for you just to close your legs, stay loyal to yourself. Wait till you find that man. Wait till you get a real commitment. And a real commitment is a sacrifice. If a man's a millionaire, he gives you $100. Is that a sacrifice?
Mm-mm.
But if a man is grinding to become a millionaire, he gives you $100 and he doesn't have $100. He only has $100 to his name. Is that a sacrifice?
Sacrifice, yeah.
Yo,
So what means
I'm-
more? What means more to you? The guy who has $1 million who gave you $100 or the guy who has nothing that gave you
That's the
$100?
least, he's working for his come up. Second one.
The second one, right? What about you?
The second one.
right? Obviously, right? Because the sacrifice is what matters. Bassett, go ahead.
Yo, I'm glad you just made that point. How are y'all traditional women when you aren't virgins? Traditional women are virgins.
I thought about that the second he asked,
Exactly.
but I regret my mistakes.
She regretted it, bro. She said
yeah,
that.
yeah,
She regret
yeah.
sucking
You
dick. She
know?
regret losing her
Like,
virginity.
imagine
And I
telling your
get that.
husband, like, I'm a virgin.
And
I
I get
saved that
that.
for you, you know? Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
that would have been so hard. That would have been so badass if you would have been like,
Exactly,
yo, I'm a
exactly.
virgin. My dick would have been like this.
exactly, because it's just
Whoa,
him.
hey.
Hey, bro, I'm saying as if I was the
If you were
guy she
white,
was going to
if
be
you're
my
white.
husband.
Yeah,
I
of
was gonna
course,
be
of
her
course. And also, now that we've established that, okay, so you are semi-traditional. You're not traditional because traditional means virgin women.
Yeah.
So now that we understand that you're not fully traditional women and that
Yeah.
there's some sort of compromise a guy has to make
Mhm.
if he's the traditional guy and
Yeah.
he wants to be with you. Are you also willing to make a compromise? You know, in his situation,
Of course.
being that he can go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you said that he still wants to be a party guy, even though he still wants to be a traditional man. Are you willing to make that compromise?
I'm willing for him to go out. I'm willing for him to do, like, I'm willing for him to go to a strip club. I don't fucking care. Give me a heads up. Be like, hey, I'm doing this. Like,
She wants the heads up. She wants communication,
To
bro.
be
That
honest
don't
about
work.
it.
communication
Be
is
honest about
key
it.
with me. I
All right,
love
check it out.
it.
Honestly,
Same.
honestly, before this relationship starts, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and you gotta trust that I'm not doing anything to hurt our relationship or our future. Do you
That's
trust
what
me?
masculine
Do
men
you have
do.
unwavering trust? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I don't need to tell you shit.
That's Cav. No, that's Cav.
Think about it like this:
That's
if you have
cap.
unwavering trust for me, why the fuck do I need to tell you where I'm going? If I'm going to the gas station, do I need to tell you?
I mean, don't you want to hear it from your girl where she's going to?
Of course, because I'm protecting you.
Yeah, that's
I'm
his
protecting you.
responsibility.
You're not allowed to go anywhere because anyone can go and snatch you up and kill you and rape you. Why would I want that to happen to you? Who's gonna rape me? No one.
See,
I'm Johnny T. They're getting uppercuts.
I have a
Hooks.
protective nature. I want to know what's
Protective nature.
Yeah,
Protect this.
Yeah,
Protect
protect the kids.
Protect the kids. Protect yourself. Stay home. Don't go nowhere. Stay home. Don't worry about me. You're stressing out. That's gonna hurt your mindset. Protect yourself. Don't stress about me.
Yeah,
Know that I'm good.
Protect your peace.
Know that I'm good. If I don't come home the next morning, I'm still good. I promise you. I promise you I'm good. Make sure if it's been 2 days, then all right, maybe you can start asking
I
people.
would- the
You
thing
start
is-
asking Bassett where I'm at.
Thing is, I would regret that if something actually did happen. I would.
What
I
would you
live with
regret?
every-
What would you regret? If I was
Something
doing some
really-
badass shit, if I was skydiving, I died skydiving, call Bassett, hey, I'm dead.
No, of like
What's the
some
big deal?
legit
You get a
shit.
life insurance check.
No, like if you're in the hospital type shit, then I would be freaking the fuck out. I would regret that for the rest of my life.
You would regret what?
under
You would
contract.
regret
yeah,
the
it would
fact
be on my
you
conscience,
would
like not knowing, like I could have like helped out in any way. Like if I didn't put myself in a position to be there when you needed me, and I at least had an idea of what
Because
was
at
going
the end
on.
of the day, he probably
No,
would have
but-
gone.
This is
But-
He would have gone,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's not
Hey,
necessarily
Violet.
on you.
Exactly.
Violet, like face the facts though. The problem isn't that you not knowing and being there. The problem is that you wanted him to get permission from you.
I don't need permission. I don't need him
Because-
to give me permission.
Because like you said that you wanted him to tell you that,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna go out. That's like asking for permission.
What's the difference between if she were to let you do it regardless, right? Like
Yeah,
she wouldn't
he
stop
could
you,
go
but
do
just
it.
let you know.
The difference is going to the club regardless, coming home, and you've been like, hey, where were you? I was outside. But she wanted him to tell her before he went. That's asking for permission.
Like if he's
Well-
going out and then he's going there afterwards, like he's out with his buddies, just like hey, checking up on you, like I'm alive, like I'm just gonna go
Nah,
do
Or
fuck
like,
that.
hey, I'm gonna go.
Fuck
I'm gonna
that.
go out for a bit.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
But you already know that.
Yeah.
Because he already left. You already know because
Exactly.
What
he's
if he
not
went
at the
straight?
house.
What if he went from work straight out, and you're assuming he comes home because he comes home every day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, most situations like that, most guys are gonna say, "Hey, I'm coming home late," but
Yeah.
you're not gonna ask, "Where are you gonna be?" You're not gonna ask that shit.
And like
I'm coming home late. I'm busy.
and
That's
like
it.
you knew the guy you were with. You knew what his nature was. You knew how he acts. You knew that if he's the type of guy to tell you before he goes out or the guy to tell you after he comes back. You knew, but you didn't agree with that. So you know what you know what your problem is. If it's either that you wanted him to ask for permission, or if he was more of coming back and telling you, "Hey, I was outside." So what?
I don't need him to ask me for permission. I don't.
She needs to tell him what he's doing. But what I'm saying is, if he's a guy that you can trust, If he respects you and you ask nicely, he will tell you. But it's not a thing of you have
A
to,
requirement.
which is what girls make it seem like you gotta tell me this and that. Like, no, you give me your location. I'm not giving you my location. We're different. We're not the same.
And I mean, if the guy's a G, he's not gonna be out there like that. Not for like dating or whatever. Or
Hoeing.
yeah, not for.
You know
not
how
for hoeing.
expensive it is to
Yeah,
hoe
yeah.
around?
What the fuck?
You know a nut costs
You got it
us
like that,
a
no.
nut costs us like 30% productivity for the week. If we bust a nut for the week, we lose 30-20% productivity. It's
Yeah.
not helpful at all. So if a dude is getting puss, I mean, I can't imagine how it's productive, but I can understand if you want variety, I can understand. But still, a guy that chooses not to get puss, you reward him. You suck his toes if he wants it.
Yeah. Also, why you letting him leave the fucking house with cum in his balls? You
Oh.
know, if you're doing your duty, he shouldn't he shouldn't have nothing in there. He should be shooting blanks. Have nothing for that other bitch. You know.
I mean, he was very fell off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was very fine. He was.
What the fuck,
yeah.
bastard?
So
That's all I have to say about
Yeah.
it. I mean,
I'm disgusted, bro. Where's the bucket?
but no,
no, so no, I mean, but like that's
Don't
the
ever
point
say
though.
shit
Like
like that. Don't
that's
ever
a-
say nothing like that.
that's the point though, because
She got demoted.
I mean,
But what if that was her husband though? Like, wouldn't you want your
Bro,
Your
if I'm
sack
her
empty?
husband watching this podcast and I just heard her say she drained that dude's nutsack,
I didn't say that word for word. I just said,
bro,
well
she
off.
implied it, bro. Men are smart. 1 + 1 = 2, bro. I would
Bro.
never say that shit, bro. I would have been like, I would have stayed quiet, bro.
I think
I'm just thinking about like all the nut you've taken. That's all I'm thinking about. I don't like that.
Why are you letting your mind go to that?
It's
Go to the
horrible.
gutter.
Because you said it.
I
You
didn't
said it.
think- I
All you
did
had to do
not
was be
say
quiet.
that.
All you
I
had to do was
said
be quiet.
Well off. That's what he
Well
said.
off, bro.
no, but
Well off.
Look at her face while she says that. Well
Take
off.
it how you want.
Well off. Say it again.
Well off.
She even emphasized it.
Bro, this is fucking
Good.
nuts, bro.
yo,
I'm gonna need a cleanse with holy water. This is ridiculous.
yeah, let's check the chat.
So I got a question regarding that. So two things about that. So Bassett, you asked the ladies if they consider themselves a traditional woman,
Yes.
how are they still single?
Mm.
My question is to the fellas then. Do y'all think there are more traditional men today or more modern men today?
Definitely more modern, man.
hmm
Both and in both sexes.
I do agree. Yeah, there's more modern in both.
But
Yeah.
the better question is, are there more modern women? I mean, are there more traditional men than traditional women, or are there more traditional women than traditional men?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a great question.
Because they do want each other, you know, and even the modern ones want traditional people.
Mm.
Modern women want traditional men. Traditional modern men want traditional women.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's not making sense.
Absolutely. And a lot of dudes out here that claim that they're traditional men ain't really about this life.
Exactly.
They can't afford to take care of themselves, let alone a family,
Yeah.
Mhm.
provide and protect
Mhm.
for. So my next thing too, and I know you said that you consider yourself a traditional woman.
Mhm.
If you are a traditional woman, why earlier in the show that you said you want a man that's submitting to you?
Damn.
I guess it's like very
Don't
contradicting
Got him!
within myself. Yes,
Got him!
because I would want a man to submit to me. I guess I have to learn throughout the
That's
way.
not traditional.
Shut up, bitch.
I
That's
would
not
want a
traditional.
traditional man, right? Because I feel like I have traditional woman characteristics, and that.
So you
whole
want a
thing.
beta,
What would that be?
a beta, a bitch?
A non-traditional man. That's what a beta is.
No, because at the end of the day, I would want a
feminine man.
traditional.
Yeah.
No,
feminine
I
man.
want a masculine man.
But,
but
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, that's what masculine men say.
no, but to a certain extent, that has like
To a
that.
certain extent.
Ah,
There's
That's
no
crazy.
extent.
You never tell you something. You want me to explain something to you?
Hmm.
That's like saying between a hoe and not a hoe.
okay,
There's no
there
such
is no
thing as in
between. Yeah,
between.
yeah.
You
okay.
a hoe or not a
So I want
hoe?
a traditional man, point blank. That's
Right,
it.
but a traditional man's gonna say, "Shut up, bitch."
And a traditional
all
man is
men.
not going to be submissive. There's
Yeah.
no
That's what
such
I'm
thing.
saying.
That's what I'm
But he's
saying,
not
like-
gonna say "shut up, bitch" like that. I'm saying he's gonna say something like that, and some things are not gonna be the way you want them to
Yeah.
be heard
It's white
I
and
want-
black for him.
or want to be said.
Right, and I won't accept it. But again, accepting the traditional man would come with me
You
accepting.
gotta
that.
submit. You have to submit.
But will you though? Is that really what you want? Like, you know yourself. If he says sandwich right now, you're gonna run home and make him sandwich.
Because if a burglar came in, he gonna get there right now. He gonna kill them right now. He
If
gonna
that was my
defend you right
husband and
now.
he held a traditional standard, yes.
What about
Mm.
boyfriend? Because people
So
aren't
would you-
getting married nowadays.
Would it be like something serious as far as like okay,
Yeah, serious. Very
possibly,
serious.
yeah. Then I say possibly because
And you said if he's your husband, so would you marry a man that's not traditional?
if I mean I know what I said earlier, which was like I would want a submitting or submissive man, you know.
You said that.
But
She's taking it
I
back.
think this is a prime example of women don't know what the fuck they want.
Oh damn.
oh, I
Dodgy said
do,
it.
but it's like it's. I would think down the road, right, where when I'm ready to get married or have children, like okay, traditional man, but would I, be okay with the modern man? Yes, but if he held like his end as far as being like having traditional,
So your man's
50-50.
gonna be a feminist,
no, but I'm
50-50?
but he's
Not
a modern man.
50-50.
He's liberal.
Yeah, that's
She wants a modern dude that has
That's what
traditional
modern-
values. The fuck?
that doesn't make any sense. It's not possible.
I'll tell you it is kind of. I'll tell you it is kind of. And this is the way it could work is if a guy was a former fuckboy. If the guy used to fuck and he found God or something,
Mhm.
maybe.
and you learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I'll tell you one thing, it's very, very difficult because for me, I mean, I'm still finding my relationship with Christ and stuff, and it's difficult to not fall to fleshly desires.
right.
And I will tell you, it's very, very difficult. It's very hard.
I mean, yeah.
But there's some that exist out there. It's very rare. Very rare.
So there you go.
Yeah, sure. Fuckboy gotta find fuck girl.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
No,
bro.
because
we ain't finding no fuck girl, bro.
because
And
then
wifey.
if it's a modern, if
She
it's
got
a,
more than 3. She not for me.
if it's a traditional girl, and she'll
No,
want
I'm
a
joking.
traditional dude.
I'm joking. If she's not a virgin, she's not for me. Go ahead.
No, that's just it. Yeah, If
Do
it's a, go ahead.
Do you think that you'll actually find a woman that has all the characteristics?
I gotta
that
be
you think
Drake,
are-
bro. I gotta be Drake. I gotta
Alright.
be Johnny T.
Wait,
but like right now I'm
Drake?
Johnny T. Right now I'm Johnny T. And I gotta be
You're
like the next
Aubrey.
level. I gotta be so selective though. The thing is, Drake's getting it wrong. He's fucking BBWs. He needs to be more selective. He should be fucking the virgins. He should be fucking the girls that don't have any bodies that are. But the thing is that what he attracts. He attracts a bunch of degenerates. So what I have to do is build up enough of a personal brand where it's clean, and I'm gonna attract the type of girl that I want. But girls that, at the end of the day, girls like status. So if I was a guy that had status, but I was also a man of God, it could happen. But to your point, it's very rare. I mean, it's crazy. Even if I was a millionaire, there's a chance I couldn't get a virgin. And if I was ripped, 6-pack, millionaire, fucking 5'11", whatever,
And
and I still couldn't guarantee
Yeah.
that I don't have a virgin. When that's like the best thing as a woman you can be is a virgin. The best thing you could be as a man is like hyper successful. But if you were to look at the best of both sexes, you can't even ask for that from a girl these days because most women have had sex by 13. To your point,
actually, it was like years later. but-
years later,
Mhm, like 2 years later. So
2 years later, 15. But most girls have it at 13, 14. They watch porn at 12, 13,
Yeah.
14. Most girls, I think 60% have watched porn by the age of 13.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fucked with this current generation. So we got to do more to combat
for the
that.
minimum.
But I do agree it's kind of difficult, and you do have to work yourself to the point where you're not afraid of losing anyone. You have an abundance mindset, but it's not the same for men and women. Women, they have to, if you see a guy, he's doing his thing, you do whatever it takes to get in his world, and you stay there. You do what it takes. That's it.
No, but I believe in you, ladies, man.
This
I see that y'all, you're not perfect, and nobody's perfect, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But you have traditional beliefs, and you want a traditional relationship. And I'm rooting for y'all. I want all those traditional guys. They might not be perfect, but they're willing to let you fuck around. So get out there, DM them on Instagram.
Hmm.
We'll drop the link.
Yeah,
Mm.
Drop
Yeah,
the-
I mean, they said they'd be cool with like you fucking around a little bit. So we'll see.
yeah.
Let's read the comments. We got
Violet don't look so sure. What you thinking, Violet?
Oh, this is great. This is for Violet. Violet, he says, women's guts don't even know what they want to eat. You sure as hell shouldn't listen to those guts regarding life-changing decisions.
Damn.
He got your ass.
He keeping it real.
Damn.
Got your ass. You can't trust your gut when your gut's wrong all the time. You can't trust it.
Food is one thing. Life is another.
Yeah, but you can't trust it. Your women don't have good judgment, to be honest. They
No,
mature
but-
faster than men, but they don't have the best logic.
Yeah, no, it's like saying you have a mechanic, right? If he can't change the light bulb to a car, how can he fix the engine?
Right.
You know, so so if he can't,
Y'all don't even know what to eat.
yeah.
How y'all gonna know what y'all want in a guy or what to look for in a guy to show that he's legit? Go ahead, next one.
Ooh, I'm about to fire Lex's ass up out
Uh-oh.
there, chat. We're getting there.
On national television. Let's go.
She would delete that.
Laugh my ass off. Damn,
Refined
refined
Randy.
that talking about that last chat.
Let's go.
Nice.
Facts, Donnie. Let's go.
Nice.
Bet she thinks she was a significant other to him just for emptying his nuts. Meanwhile, I'd bet she wasn't cooking, wasn't cleaning, and wasn't submissive. Let me ask you this. Were you cooking?
Yeah.
Every single day?
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah.
Were you cleaning?
Yeah.
Every single day?
Yeah.
And you were submissive?
Yeah.
Refined Randy, you might owe her an apology if she's telling the truth, but if she's not,
I
you
am
need to repent and say sorry to God.
I'm being honest.
All right. No such thing as a fuck girl, only cum dumpsters. Randy.
I'm like,
What
yeah.
the fuck? This guy's talking crazy. Bassett trying to be in that 5-sub.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Where's the bell, bro? Give me the bell.
Hey,
Give me the ring.
hey, man, people put that Mr. Worldwide in their life, man. You
Oh
need
my
to-
god, bro. That's international business. International. If that's really what you want, I promise you can find that girl in the church. I doubt it because they're
Lex,
actually.
What are you saying?
I'll let
Lex?
Donnie hop on after this. I'll alley-oop it, but the girls that are in the church, most of them are the worst
Deviants.
ever because they're the best at lying.
A
They're the best at
menace to
hiding.
society.
They're the best at hiding their true nature. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, man. These church girls, though they claim that they're Christians, are some of the most easiest fucking chicks. They really fucking are. They're not about that.
Go ahead, Don. I'll let you cook, man.
No, that's really it. I can go on and on about that shit. I don't believe in religion shit. Chicks
Yeah.
that are big into religion.
Yo, also, people only go to find God when they know that they're at a point of like no return.
Damn.
So like, they know that their life is fucked. They're like, oh man, how am I gonna make it to heaven? You know, how am I gonna? I'm fucking. I got STDs and shit. You know, I'm fucked, man. But how am I gonna?
If she's
Change
going with
shit
her
up.
parents, though, if she's going with her dad, is it different? If she's going with her family, if they're raised on that shit, she ain't going because she's sinning. Like she heavy with the weight of sin. But
You mean
Her-
like as a kid?
like she been going as a kid, and she still goes with her family on the weekends.
No, well,
Is that different?
Yeah, that's different.
So you think that girl would be good?
you know, but then also, girls leave the church like
They leave the church, but assuming she stayed in the church,
as soon as she stayed
she
in the
good?
church.
is that a good girl? Donnie, is that a good girl? If she
Maybe.
stayed in the church, she'd been going, but with her family only. The dude she's only fucked with probably been the guys that go to the church that her dad is vetted. Is she better than a girl that was not in the church?
Yeah, sure. But most girls aren't like that.
Right, which I'd say is less than 5%
Yeah.
of the girls that go to church.
Most people that go to church are like when they've like hit the damn wall. When they hit the damn wall of life, and they're like,
Yeah, they already hit. They
yeah,
already
man.
done
So
all their shit.
So yeah. It's fucking
Next is
crazy, man.
not in the club.
Saying
Well,
that you
we're
can't
not
find
going
in
to
the
the club. First of all, Lex, no one's going to the club. We're over that. We've been done with that. We're only going to the club for networking purposes and business. So if we're going for business, it's different. We're not going to the
What
club
are you
to meet
saying?
her.
Lex? What are you saying?
She's saying that we're not going to find the girl of our dreams at the club, and I'm saying I'm not looking for her there. Duh. Next thing, bruh, her hair says that's cap.
My hair.
What's that mean?
Come on, baby. Come on. You
What's
should have
that-
known.
what's
You
that
should have
mean?
known that was gonna come.
Yeah, but the thing is, my hair is a reflection of who I am and who I was.
Two
Can't make up-
personalities.
Can't make up your mind.
No,
Can't make up your mind.
Listen, I was blonde like the beginning of this year actually, and then I was trying to run away from that part of my life, and I was like,
Oh
well,
my gosh.
that was stupid of me to do. So I was like, let me just have a little reminder in the mirror every day of who I was, and so I literally put it in the front of my face.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So
Mm.
That's interesting.
mhm. I know it's a little wild, but it's me.
All
Past,
right.
present, who I am.
Let's
I
turn
don't know
it back.
about wild, but it's definitely peculiar. I'll say that peculiar.
I am a peculiar person.
Wait,
that's
does
why.
the
Huh?
No, I was gonna ask something. What ask it?
Go
Does the
ahead,
carpet
bro.
match
Cook,
the drapes?
Whoa, hey, oh, oh, Lord.
Bleach there would be so painful. So no.
Probably not. So it's
Like
brunette.
a skin burn.
No, she says she's blonde. She's
You're blonde naturally?
Blonde.
Yes.
Your eyebrows?
My eyebrows. This is makeup.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Makeup babes.
All right. So we'll go ahead and
See,
pass
that's the
it.
thing, man. You don't know with these women. God damn.
I know it's confusing. It's confusing. I'm doing math. I'm doing algebra. I'm doing arithmetic,
Calculations.
pre-cal, everything. So for you, what questions do you have for us? We're kind of reaching the end of the show here. If you had to ask us any question or your dream man, what would it be?
If I were to ask my dream man a question,
What would it be?
you're putting me on the spot.
It's the point of the show.
Dude,
It's
we got
live.
we got cameras and shit.
Everyone's watching this right now.
Everyone calls me.
I'm gonna call her Cruella. I don't know who that is. Cruella?
Cruella de Vil from
Oh
101
yeah, he's saying I'm gonna
Dalmatians.
call her. I'm gonna call you that.
I get that a lot.
Oh yeah. There you go, Randy.
Can we skip to Miss Corella?
Let's do that. Let's do that for now.
What would I ask my future dream man?
Do you forgive me for being or? That's a good question. No, I'm kidding.
It doesn't have to be that. Just any question you have for us. Any just anything. Like
What was the most impactful thing you went through before meeting me?
Hmm.
oh yeah.
Shit,
That's a good
life.
Life. The most impactful thing, though. That's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
What about you?
Have you healed?
Yes.
Oh, that's a beautiful question.
Yes. Next. What's the next question? That's
pretty,
it.
That's pretty.
That was the
vague.
best question you
That's
asked.
pretty vague.
Not the best one, but you're putting me on the spot.
Come
so-
on, ask a better question. Yes, I've healed. Yes.
Okay.
You know what? Better yet, what did you learn today?
Me being indecisive.
That you
Like,
are.
I mean, I knew that already, right? But
Yeah.
just
Exposing it.
no, more so just pick a side versus, meeting in the middle or just trying to be, biased or, because that's me. I can't even, like, what was his name? One refined Randy said, you don't even know what you want to eat, which is true. Like, I'll spend like 30 minutes, like, what do I want? What do I want?
Yeah.
So I kind of learned a little bit more, like, okay.
You learn more of your
Exactly,
indecisive nature
For sure.
and to be more decisive.
For sure.
Well, not necessarily that you need to be more decisive. It's more of
But just
you-
more knowing or like more aware, I guess, of what I want or, just kind of
yeah, and
more
also
set.
yeah,
There we
and
go.
also in a relationship terms or in a relationship space, picking a guy that you are confident in can lead you.
100%.
So yeah. What about you, Violet? What did you learn today?
That I'm not as traditional as I thought I was.
No, that's a fucking fact. That's a fucking fact.
Hey, but sometimes you gotta bend the rules sometimes. Just a little bit.
That's not what traditional people do.
Hey, I'm traditional in my role in a relationship, but go and have fun with that person in a relationship. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Right?
I
Maybe
don't trust you. I don't trust you. Ask your husband. Ask your husband that. Ask your husband. See what he would say. Randy, we got a question from Randy. Ladies, would you rather marry a 6'3" man who's making 60K or a 5'8" guy who's making 120K?
Maybe the 5'8" guy.
Okay, you.
5'8" is fine. I don't care about height.
Same.
So you'd rather make the guy who makes more money.
How tall are y'all?
I'm 5'7".
I'm basically 5 feet, like 4'11" and a half. So you could be my size,
Who
but
else
with maybe
in the
like
middle
2
class
inches
say
taller. Don't discriminate.
Okay. Donnie, do we have any questions from you, bro? I think you had some great insight to give to these ladies.
No, really, no questions. No, I might come up with one here.
All right, we got about 4 minutes here before we wrap up. We want to ask you guys, who's the prize in a relationship?
Like between men or women?
Like your
For it to
man,
work well. For it to work well.
like your man and yourself. Who is the prize?
Who should be pursuing who in a relationship? That's the question too. Whoever answers first.
Men, but I also feel like women should be open to it because you can be opposed to it and kind of like goes back to the DM, like that's men, in their nature trying to.
Men are the prize?
Yeah.
Okay, you? Men or women? Who's the prize in a relationship?
Today, Junior.
I would honestly, I agree with you. I would say it is men.
Right.
So if men are the prize, what are you doing to earn the prize? What are you doing to earn the prize? Self-work. to make yourself more attractive to the man that you want?
I wouldn't say like I would essentially prove myself physically, but more so like who I am, like what I bring, type of person I
What does that
am.
look like?
I mean, it's different describing it versus.
Describe it. Sure, you can show me, but I want a sneak peek right now.
Okay.
No, also like men, like men are physical creatures.
Right.
You know, the first thing somebody sees is your body, yourself.
Right.
So why would that not be one of the main
Why would that
things
not be the
you-
first thing you say?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the gym, I'm eating right, I'm
Yeah.
healthy. Like, why would you not start out with that?
Because
It's a
that's
great
something
point.
I already do. Like I don't feel like I need to promote that. You know what I mean? Like,
So you're already in the gym.
I can show you my weight loss picture. Oh,
That's
I don't
good.
have my phone.
You was a fat fuck.
No, okay.
But I was like 190.
Damn, you was a
Bad, like, I was obese.
A beluga
Damn.
whale.
Ah,
I was literally
fair.
obese. You wouldn't recognize me. Like everybody's like, "What? Who the fuck is that?" Literally, like there's people like, "Who's that on the
Damn.
screen?" I'm like, "Bro, that's me."
That's when you were That's when you were like 13 with that.
No, that was actually when I was like 2021. Dead ass.
That was like a year ago, 2 years ago, bro.
Oh,
literally.
okay, okay.
I'll show you a picture. You're gonna be like,
Damn.
"What the fuck?"
So
Okay.
you was a grenade. You was a landmine. And now you was like,
Nah,
you
nah.
turned up a little bit.
She was a
That's it.
harpoon.
A
Great.
little bit.
So let's do this, Bassett. We'll refine Randy's last comment. He said, "There's your motivation, kings, short kings. Go build yourself. All women are gold diggers at heart. They're hypergamous."
Yes, sir.
So I guess they made a point there, but to their point, they don't. They say they don't care about height. They say they don't care, but money is more important, I think.
Yeah.
So Bassett, I'll let you give them a rating on wifey material on a scale of 1 to 10. How wifey material is she?
I'm already here. It.
10 being she can do no wrong. She's a virgin.
All right. So
And give us like a 1 point, like for example 5.5. Don't
yeah.
give us a 5. Give us 5.5, like decimal.
Halves.
Give us a decimal, bro.
You know what? That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll give her because to be a good woman, to be a good partner is mostly mindset. And if everything she said tonight and everything she's learned is truthful and she's honest about it, I'll give her a 6 point 6.5 6.5, yeah.
6.5.
And for her to improve is
You trust her? Do you believe her? You think she's telling the truth?
I've
Or
never
you think
seen-
she's grifting? You think she's grifting just to look good for the cameras?
no, I think she's telling the truth because she really she has some moments, you know, and through the podcast that she was, you know, inconsistent, and it's kind of honesty to be inconsistent because people are imperfect, you know. So from that, I could see that, I could judge that she was being somewhat truthful for now.
6.5. What can she do to improve?
Right hand to the Bible.
Yeah. To improve, have more positive relationship experience. Like it doesn't have to be your last one. It doesn't have to be your marriage, you know, whatever. But have more positive relationship experience.
Hmm.
You know, stop being so narcissistic.
And that's why I'm single.
Right? Yeah, stop being so narcissistic. You know, put yourself. Stop taking yourself so serious. Right? Put yourself in be more submissive. You know, everything put to action everything that we told you. You know, and think more about it.
I need to hear that.
Yeah.
So I take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure. And Violet.
Uh-huh.
Violet. All right, Phil, for Violet.
I'm sweating.
I'd say Violet. 6.1.
6.1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
No,
Let's go.
yeah. Both of y'all did pretty good. But both of y'all, you know, you gave some good insight, you know, and you learned a lot. It's like I said, for her, if you put these things into action, then you really are honest with everything that you said tonight,
Mhm.
you you have potential. So with Violet to improve, yeah, you got to get control of that anger.
Mhm.
Also, I don't know what's up with you ladies nowadays. Y'all take yourselves way too serious. So
Can you define a little bit into further detail? Like, what do you mean by serious? Like, kind of break it down.
it's like taking yourself too serious is, oh hey, you have to get my permission before you go out.
It's not permission, I swear.
Just think about. I want you guys to take a
It's
second.
permission.
Do we have a dream effect? Do we have a dream effect,
Yeah, we should.
Donnie?
I think we do.
What is that?
Let's see. Nah.
Okay. Imagine you're a flower
Uh-huh.
in the wind,
Yeah.
gently, elegantly blowing through the wind.
Mhm.
Would you be asking where this guy's going?
Where you taking me,
You're just
man?
going with it.
You're just going with it.
Yeah.
You're going with the wind, and the wind is your man.
Yeah.
And you just need to be a gentle flower. What does that look like? And I think that's what he's saying. You
Yeah.
guys are carrying yourself like sticks.
So be more
Rocks.
gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah, feminine.
So
But
you're
it's hard to
acting like-
describe feminine, but gentle.
So you're acting like bricks instead of flowers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I could just tell in your body posture. I can tell in your body language. You've been very stiff, very rigid. You're doing a little better, but because you're programmed. You've learned to do these types of things and cues, but still your shoulders, right? There's not a relax. There's a tension in your shoulders. You can see it, Bassett, on the right side.
Oh yeah.
There's a tension there.
Right.
You're
hella stiff.
just upright. You're just like very, very like something's up your ass.
That or it could be me sitting and tending to patients all day in my back. It's not it.
Maybe work on that too. He means you think that you're queen turd on shit mountain. Okay. Women are born with inherent value. Men have to build and earn their value. Men are the prize because the treasure chest gets filled. It isn't automatically filled by luck. So, yeah, he's to his point. Some girls are just pretty, are born pretty, and when they hit 18, they already got it. But a guy that works himself up to be the prize, they're ultimately the ones that deserve to be rewarded. I think by the end of it. But I think Donnie, is that it for today?
Go to that next chat, Lola baby.
Do a pick me skill next.
Man, these are the kind of chicks that think being a submissive
Oh,
woman.
I didn't even answer. I didn't even fucking answer the last one.
Okay.
4.5. 4.2.
4.2.
4.2. I would say that because again, like one, the body language thing, yeah, but also like y'all have a past, right? Y'all wasn't squeaky clean. That already knocks you down 2-3 points from wherever you were, right? Wherever you would have been. But then it's also a thing of, yes, you've learned from your past, and I appreciate that. But let's see it in action. And I'm not sure if in real life action, if I say be quiet, how you're really gonna take that. On a podcast, you're gonna take it because we're running a show and stuff.
Right.
But if you're having a bad day or if you're on your period and I say be quiet, you're gonna need to know how to take that. And I don't know 100% if you're that kind of girl that could take that. For you too, you say you cook Cajun food
Yeah.
and you say you're good at cooking,
Yeah.
but I don't see nothing like that on your Instagram. And that's a red flag to me. If a girl's not showing her food, her skills on her Instagram, but she's showing other stuff, but she claims to be a good cook,
I have a whole reel on my Instagram of my cooking.
mm,
I have a whole little story.
I'll bump it up a point if you do have that.
I do.
And then you have just trauma. We got to work through it,
Oh,
which that's
100%.
okay. But that's okay. But I like the way you're answering. You're like learning. You're not being combative. You were arguing in bad faith sometimes, but not all the time, which I approve. I appreciate. But besides that, do we have anything else, Donnie?
Nope, that's it.
No, yeah,
That's
I wanted to say, avoid people like Lola baby, because they're the type of people to shame you when you're doing something right. When you're being submissive and you're being a flower, like we said, and not a brick. They call you prick me.
Pick me.
Pick me.
Mm.
Yeah,
We like pick me's.
Yeah.
We wish girls were more like pick me's. And I'll
Exactly.
tell you one thing: a guy who says that he doesn't like his girl clingy is fucking lying. A girl that's attractive enough where he can handle you being clingy and you are clingy, he's gonna see that as like, damn, all these other hoes, they're just jumping on the next dick. Meanwhile, this girl's wanting to be a part of my life. She's willing to plug in the holes in my ship. I'm the captain of my ship. She sees water leaking from this hole, that hole. She ain't telling me to steer right. She ain't telling me to steer left. She's trying to plug in the holes in my ship, and we gonna get to the destination where the treasure's at.
Trusting directions.
Yeah.
You gotta trust us.
Mhm.
But if you see that there's a hole in our ship, I want you to plug in the hole. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. But some girls want to tell us where to go. They want to tell us to turn all the way around. Like, bitch,
There's
we
holes.
going this way. Like, there's holes you can fill, yeah, but bitch, I know what direction we're going. I got the map. Right? So, women are different when it's that time of the month, or if you're on your period. Okay, I'm confused on that.
He said women are different in that time of the month period. No pun intended. What he's basically saying is that like women can be a bitch during their period.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that.
We can take that though. We can
But-
take that.
But yeah, W show. Appreciate y'all. Chat. Appreciate y'all for coming through. You know, super chatting, offering questions, answers, insight. You know, shit like that.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like on the way out. Make sure to drop a comment. It helps the algorithm. Follow us on Instagram, Purple Pill Pod TX. Make sure to follow these lovely ladies. We tagged them. We're going to tag them on the story here in a little bit. Make sure to follow them on our Instagram, okay? Thank you guys so much. We'll stay tuned for next week. Thank you guys.
Sir.
What? Who do you motherfucker?